One, and you should be going.
Okay, and welcome back to Oasis Valley Mysteries. It's been a couple of weeks. Let's see if I remember where we left off. Last time, the group, after discovering that the much talked about and hunted werethylacine was actually their ally Tommy, uh, and that in fact the supposed were creature that was mauling people tied to Damien Porter, the Epiphany drug maker, you discover that it was actually a reptilian creature. I have not discovered its name yet, but seemed to know Tommy during their encounter down in the drainage systems before managing to escape by dislodging its tail and or detaching its tail. And Fred had a nice day for the most part, just chilling after being led to believe he was the werewolf.
Yep, had a good one.
And yes, it's there was a point where Hanzo, you were approached by a woman that had been lingering around the diner for the day, and upon seeing you finally return and mostly off on your own as you were answering a message, which you learned that uh, Diana and Phil, the were-jaguar and were-coyote couple, had decided to go patrol the deserts tonight to make sure whatever had been giving or drawing attention to their small little isolated pack uh, to try and keep an eye out for that. You were approached by a woman and discovered it was another employee of Pluripotent, terrified that she was next on the hit list. After explaining that she was in uh, anyways,
Yeah.
she was oh, here it is, resource purification. She was the one supplying Dr. Damien with the materials from this superorganism to make the drugs and other concoctions. But she went to you, this woman, Stacy, went to you asking for help, having supposedly asked around the office essentially and learned that you were the one responsible for both capturing Dr. Porter and turning him over to the feds rather than internal security. And she went to you trying to get help. And I believe we left off with Olivia and Winifred just after sunset, escorting her over to the preserve to try and keep her safe there. The rest of you were all at the diner. And oh, Carlos, you also managed to using a one of the spines, the quills shot at you by this reptilian creature. You've created a homing spell that seems to be that you believe will guide you to the creature it once belonged to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you left off. It is now just after sunset. The sky is still that kind of purple and orange color around the horizon, but it's getting darker. The mostly full moon is rising. You know that tomorrow on Saturday will be the full moon.
Mhm.
Um, what do y'all want to do? Who wants to start first? You know, if Olivia and Winifred, you want to talk to Stacy as you're escorting her, or off with you, kind of sitting there and thinking back, and you have this vague recollection of that cell you were in for so long, and having and being in there with what seemed to be a much smaller, perhaps even hatchling reptilian creature. You're not sure if any relation to the one that you saw. But that's where we had left off.
Okay. Yeah, Olivia's driving.
Yeah,
Forgive me for being a little rocky. It's been a while for this game.
it has
It's
been.
been a while.
Yeah, I think we're all a little rocky. It's fine. We gotta get back into the swing of it.
I think the last session was on the 31st.
It was last year. Which is not as long as it sounds, but it sounds very long.
New year, new me.
Mm-hmm. So where were we headed? To
You're taking Stacy to safety at the preserve.
Reserve. Yeah, okay. So why do you think they're after you again?
Are you in your truck or are you in Winifred's car? Wait, Winifred, do you have a car?
I have a car, yeah, but I'm pretty sure we
Yeah.
took the
My
truck.
truck, yeah.
Okay, so she'd be crammed in the middle seat between you two. That's one of the problems with your truck. It doesn't really have a back seat. It's a work truck.
Yeah, some trucks do, but
Yeah, but this is specifically you need all the space you can for the trunk or the truck bed. But yeah, so I mean it's not like super crowded. Winifred's tiny. And she just
I'm
kind
not
of
tiny.
she just kind of gives you a side eye, mostly just because she's sitting next to you. But well, I told Hanzo, and he told you the people I knew that were associated with Dr. Porter, and kind of hesitates before saying it, and sometimes the simulacra, I guess, where they're ending up mauled to death. So yeah, I'm kind of worried.
That's understandable.
When I stuck to your friend's diner there all day. Some Republic.
But yeah, harder to grab you. Well, the preserve is nice and safe, so should be fine there. We even have a panic room if worst comes to worst.
She's kind of nodding along, and then she whenever you see her get this expression, this confusing expression, she's like, "Wait, why does preserve need a panic room?"
We're dealing with extinct animals. That shit can be dangerous.
And again, she's just furrowing her brow, trying to think. It's like, what are you guys bringing back there?
Have you ever seen a moa?
Oh, maybe.
No, you haven't. Once you do, you will understand.
Imagine an ostrich, but bigger, meaner.
Yeah. Imagine a bigger, meaner ostrich.
Okay, yeah, that does sound intimidating.
Has almost killed a man. Could likely break down a normal door.
Okay, you've sold me. Okay, I get why you have a panic room.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to complain if it's going to keep me safe, I guess.
Yeah, the preserve is lovely. Except they're there in case of emergencies. It's not like it's a super dangerous place as long as you don't go into an enclosure. There's doctors there if you need them. I mean, vets, but
I mean, I read that Michael Crichton book, and as long as you're not bringing back dinosaurs or anything,
Olivia makes a face.
You can
I don't
see.
care for that. I don't care for that book. I find it demonizes the animals.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you eventually get to the preserve. It's an uneventful trip, thankfully. You're getting familiar with the route between the diner and the preserve fairly well.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's something I really meant to do, was finally make this town map. Damn it.
One day.
Maps are my bane. Anyways, the regional maps are, I can do a battle map just fine. But anyways, you get to the preserve, it's after sunset, so you don't really see the parking lot's mostly empty, except for the typical cars there. And you pull around to the truck bay, since that's go directly into it. And as you're like driving around, she goes, "Oh, that must be the MOA."
Hard
And
to
you
miss,
look
isn't it?
over and kind of like just not even paying attention to the truck, but just kind of walking along. You can see it like craning its head up to the top of to one of the trees in its enclosure. And she's like, "I thought it was a giraffe for a second." Okay,
Now you understand.
yeah. You
As
pull
they're
into
pulling in, she
Huh?
like rolls up her sleeve and shows one of her scars. Gave me that one.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll keep my distance then. Anyways,
Want to know how I got these scars?
Oh god.
Not catching on.
Moas and rhinos and snakes and birds.
Also, remember, your rivalry isn't with the MOA. It's a fully normal, mundane emu that is one
yeah.
of the.
You see, my
That
emu
is.
was a drinker and a fiend.
The emu is my rival, but she deals with like all kinds of
yeah.
animals.
Yeah.
And she's happy to display her scars. So, none of them have been bad enough to kill her, so she's not like, "Oh, this is bad. I should not, talk about this." But they're all, she's proud of her scars because it means she's survived this shit. Again, bit of an adrenaline junkie, Olivia.
No, you don't say.
No. The one time went too far is when she got fucking shot at. Sorry.
Oh, all good. So you get to the preserve, and it's actually one of the first people who meet you as you start leading her towards the safety of the interior is George, the kind of manager, as he's almost kind of bumps into you as he's looking down at just paperwork on a clipboard, just writing away at something. Oh, hey, Olivia, want a friend? New friend? Is it gonna give a look to Stacy?
Looks at Stacy like, "Oh God, what do I tell him? Oh God, what do I tell him?"
And Stacy's just like, "Yeah, friend. She was gonna show me around, right?"
Yeah. We met at the diner, and we got to talking. So I was like, I work at the preserve. So why don't you come see the preserve?
Make a manipulate someone check.
Oh fuck! Oh no, I'm bad at these. No, wait. Shit. Oh God. I have a -1 to this.
Just roll well. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fuck you. No. 2d6 -1. I did that wrong. It's been a while.
Exclamation mark instead of a slash.
Exclamation. Okay. 2d6 -1.
Question.
3! The worst! Fuck!
And
Wow!
oh god, okay. It's not like a big deal, but he just kind of sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose, and he goes, "Olivia, you're great, but..."
Flying's
And
not my strong suit.
and he goes, give us just a moment. He says to Winifred and Stacy, and he kind of like very very politely takes you by the shoulder and steps aside. And he goes, Olivia, I get it, but please, if you're going to bring a girl here to press her, it's like do it during the day while business hours, I guess.
That got interpreted in the best way. Sorry. I mean,
I mean, I'm not trying to be,
You see Winifred start fucking cackling silently in the background because she can
you can hear.
you know what? Fuck it.
Stacy just gives Winifred a weird look.
You know what? I'm in this boat now. Is Stacy cute?
God.
I guess that depends. Hold on. How did I describe her? I did not have a description set for her, so.
Well, the monster of the week seems to think she's a snack.
God damn it.
Da.
I'm imagining her kind of bookish and nerdy looking.
Yeah,
Just
definitely,
for a second,
definitely.
that deserves this, Hanzo.
And what I'm talking about right now deserves the gay sound, but that's not in the cipher.
Easy
Look,
can
I
fill
know.
it, I think.
It's been a while since I've had a date or anything like that, and she's cute and I just this is going places, holy fuck. This is not how I expected to start this session.
Oh, geez, shady. No, when you do a dice roll, is that why your rolls have been so awful? You roll
Maybe.
Oh my god,
Shady.
Shady!
what you roll, and then do your modifier. It's not do both dice.
Oh!
Has that been going on for as long as you've been playing Monster of the Week?
Yes!
This is
God! Shady.
Wow.
Shady's life destroyed.
I'm going to
Oh.
go up.
years.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I feel bad.
Oh.
It's funny as hell, but also I'm going to curl up now.
No! Oh shit. Okay, and not
Explains
everyone.
so much, Shady.
I'm so
It really
sorry. Oh
Oh,
god.
Apparently,
At
you
least we
can't
caught
keep
that.
getting away with this.
Playing some really good roles too.
Yeah, that does.
Oh my god.
This entire time, you've been playing on heaven or hell mode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Okay.
God.
All right. This is.
This is a revelation.
Sorry, y'all. Who
Yeah.
may
Well,
or may
it's-
not be listening.
That was something that had to get addressed. So, especially since you're going to be dealing with some stuff.
Yeah, I felt some psychic damage.
Shady's been playing
Yeah.
that fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So,
Okay.
what did you say
yeah.
before that? Because I kind of
Okay. It's been a while, and she's really cute. So I was like,
Okay.
I should.
and he's not seemed annoyed. It's more like, okay, this is probably more that I should be learning as your boss, kind of flustered. But he goes,
Sorry.
just we do deal with some. I mean, I shouldn't. I mean, I'm not trying to lecture you. We deal with some very sensitive stuff back here. So
Looks down at her scars. Looks back.
I mean, even beyond just the physical danger of some of the things we, deal with here. I mean, he kind of again lowers his voice, there's always that stuff. I don't really take much stock in it, but Lucy is always saying, watch out for corporate espionage stuff. there's a lot of we deal with a lot of proprietary stuff that we only get because we work with Pluripotent direct.
So I'll take her to the panic room then. There's probably not anything like sensitive
Oh,
in there, right?
okay. You
No,
have
no, I don't
fun.
mean that.
Again.
I don't mean that.
She
Joe George.
just fucking hears
He's like
Winifred in the background.
he's like he's like an older black guy. You can actually tell he's blushing, and he's just like, okay, you have a good night, Olivia. I'm going home.
I didn't. Okay, all right. Hey, Stacy.
She's just over there
Why
fucking
don't you-
cackling.
And
Stacy, why don't
Stacy's
you?
like looking at you like, what the fuck is going on?
Olivia's also blushing. She was like, okay, clap your hands together. Olivia, no, you're Stacy. I'm Olivia.
Oh my god.
And she's
Why
just
Oh
like,
my
don't-
god. I'm so
And
glad I came
just a
on
little-
with this one.
she's just like, what did you say to him?
Come with me. Later. Nope. Let's go.
God, it's super fucking funny.
Shut up, Winifred.
Stacy looking a little weirded out, but
Oh no.
you know,
Take,
not like she's just like, what is not like
she doesn't have the
okay, not
context.
weirded out, but more confused. She's like,
Yeah.
what is going on here?
I will explain. Come on.
I can't wait to hear this explanation.
Fuck off, Winifred. Now take her to the panic room. Make sure it's
She's
like,
getting about. Oh God,
What?
my internet dipped again as I was trying to talk that whole time.
Oh.
She's not like offended. She seems more confused, but she's just following. And
Yeah.
but it's more like the emotional flash of she spent the day, fearing for her life, and now she's just like, what is going on here? What did I miss?
Okay. Into the panic room. Make sure it's unoccupied and set
Yeah,
up all right.
there's no one doing the hanky panky in there. You're clear.
God damn it.
Yeah, I am not going in
Yeah.
there. I'm just gonna make. I know that this isn't actually happening as Winifred, but Winifred's an asshole, so she's just gonna make those eyebrows that make people make at each other when they're being suggestive. As the
She
door
flips
shuts.
you off. She flips you off.
Oh no, my feelings.
So okay.
Stacy.
Hmm.
Well, I didn't know how much I could really say. Like, I trust George. I trust the people who work here, but the preserve does get some stuff from Pluripotent, so talking about it might not be super great idea until we get you to a place where you're safe. So I told George that I picked you up at the because you were cute.
Oh.
You still
It's not
hear,
why she's losing her shit.
still hear her laughing
Yeah.
from outside the fucking thing.
Olivia, who's like
And-
looking at Stacy, just reaches behind her and bang bangs on the door.
And Stacy's like, oh, okay, that's funny. Well, I mean, it's a cover story, I guess. Not exactly. Yeah, I guess you can't exactly tell your boss you're hiding someone from hitmen or monsters.
Pitbull.
I mean, we could. We've done it before.
We have, yes.
This is just
but you're
way
working,
fucking
so-
funnier.
Shut up, Winifred. Either shut up or come in here.
You're as
Like a
old as
little
I am, you
intercom.
need to take your entertainment from somewhere.
Okay, I wasn't gonna ask, but you were very chill. She was very chilly sitting next to you in the car, in the truck. So, is she a vampire?
I'm super dead out here.
Okay.
It's fine. She's proud of it.
I mean, okay. I mean, one of the
Why?
people I used to work for was a vampire, so all right,
Hey, yeah, no,
should have guessed that.
we're good. No, we're good here. Do we have any vampire workers in the preserve?
Oh, more than likely for like doing the night stuff. There's a good chance that maybe like one of the people, like the nameless assistants that you've worked with or like interacted with that night, there's a good chance one of them was a vampire.
Okay. Yeah, we got some we have had vampires.
Oasis
Okay,
Valley
this-
has a rat is
Large vampire population.
yeah for a small city,
Yeah. We have a.
but relatively
Are you-
small.
Okay, I've got myself all turned around. Are you a native to the valley?
No, I mean I moved here when I was 10, but so I
Okay.
lived here more than I haven't.
Right. How old are you now?
And
Wow,
just
if you're
making
really
it up on
asking
the
for a
fly.
date, you
It's
shouldn't
just-
ask that shit.
Shut up! God.
I'm 28.
God, how old did I say Olivia was? Like,
I
I
don't know.
think she was like close to 30. I think. Whatever.
Close enough.
Yeah, I'm about the same age. So did you like go to school here and everything then?
I mean, I went to NAU down in Flagstaff, or up in Flagstaff.
Is that the local place where I would have gone to?
NAU is like one of the bigger northern universities in Arizona. It's actually where my mother went, but
Shit.
but yeah, that's probably where there is a community college in Oasis Valley, but for like universities, that's probably the closest one, or you go down to Phoenix for one of the two universities there.
Okay. Shit. That's where I went. We probably walked right past each other.
Lumberjacks, eh? That's literally
Yeah.
the. Okay, I'm not trying to like. This is weird.
Hey, I have brought it this direction. This is literally where it steered the conversation through.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, it can't get in here. Oh, I mean, like, there's enough people here that like we'd see it coming. It wouldn't be able to just waltz in here.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed there was plenty of security cameras.
Yeah. We're attached to Pluripo.
Oh, that's probably why Winifred didn't come in the room with us, huh?
Why? Oh, right, because she heard. Yeah. Olivia blushes again. Yeah. She's
I'm
getting
trolling.
her laugh. What?
I'm trolling, she says from outside.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Like
That's
don't get me wrong.
anachronistic in the other way for a vampire her age.
Yeah. Like don't get me wrong, Stacy. You're very cute, but I don't think now's the time for that stuff, or even if you swing that way.
I'm sorry. This is hilarious. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting this on my, I'm
Okay.
worried I'm going to die day.
Hey, well, at least it's taking your worries away from that, you know? Now you're talking to a flustered lesbian. You're welcome.
All right. She does seem more put at ease, than when you first met her at the nervous wreck at the diner. But
All it took was my oh god.
Fucking up.
All it took was my dignity.
yeah.
We'll keep
I don't know how your boss views you.
my boss thinks I'm fucking in here. Oh god.
She gets a laugh out of that.
Foolish
Okay.
lesbian warrior.
look, once we get you safe, I can explain things, but we need to make sure you're safe first.
Right. Okay.
You hear a knock on the door. It's like, hey, you might want to wrap it up in there so we can actually go do the things.
What things were we going to do?
You know, stopping her from getting murdered.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but like, yeah, what specifically was our plan?
So
We were going to go make
that was
here.
actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Stacy, you know, just hang here.
that TVF cable or that TV work? And she points to a TV that's like mounted in the corner of the, the roof.
Yeah.
And it's got local stuff, not like
Oh yeah.
cable.
She like fishes around for the remote, tosses it to her.
Okay, that should keep
And,
me entertained a bit. But
If what are you doing, Olivia? If you get cold and she like shrugs off her like vest thing she wears, her like vest that she wears. If you get cold,
Damn, how
thanks.
forward.
shut up.
Shoulder Tommy.
She's being nice. I will. There's an intercom here. You can just call for help if you need it. We'll come and check on you and make sure you're safe every once in a while. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. And she will leave. Face still red. Closes the door. Fuck you, Winifred.
Well, thanks.
So, you heading back to the diner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can actually make a
Okay.
plan that might work.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll switch over to there for now while you can start driving back, as I'm sure Winifred just keeps chuckling as you drive back.
Oh yeah, she's enjoying herself. Like, your
Olivia's-
boss totally thinks you're fucking in there.
God damn it. Look, man. My boss knows that, like, he knows, you know,
He knows
It's
you're
not-
a freak.
no, fuck off. He knows, no,
Like, this
fuck
isn't even
off.
the first person you've like hit on.
No. My boss knows that I swing that way. He has seen me, you know.
I mean, that's
Fucking-
fine. But you
Let-
brought
shut
your
up,
hookup to
Winifred.
work. Screw in the fucking panic room.
God damn it.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Oh God, fuck off. I'm not good at lying, and he took the wrong message from it.
He sure did.
I'm
Now
sorry.
fucking-
I'm sorry. Looking at the rules for when you flat out manipulate someone, on a miss, your approach is completely wrong. You offend or anger the target. I'm like, well, George isn't the one to get offended or angry, and this isn't really like a significant one. It's more like, how would he completely misinterpret this? Oh, I know.
It was a good
No,
misinterpret.
yes. I am very happy with how that went. I'm leading into it now. I'm leading into it now. Olivia's now like, fucking, all right, here we go. This is what I'm telling him. And now she's like, well, she is kind of cute though.
Okay, so you keep pestering her on the way back with her friend. So back at the diner and or the ride, because I think you're hanging out in the ride at this point for privacy reasons.
Yep.
What were you all up to? Because I will say there was talk last time, just as a refresher. Once again, Denise is your source for weaponry. If you manage to get some silver, it was brought up that the Sue's Par's shop would probably be a good source for silver if you wanted to go search, because Denise being married to a werejag, or she's not the one married, having family that are werebeasts, doesn't really like to keep it around. There was shoot, there was something else that was mentioned. Crap, I can't remember. But yeah, you have, your options. You do have the tracking spell going, and it seems it's keeping it pointed. It's not like really. It's even keeping an eye on Carlos, and it doesn't really seem beyond like a few minor like twitches. It doesn't really seem that whatever it is moving actively. And it's still pointed down, in the same kind of angled direction.
Yep. I think at this point we're mostly just making sure that waiting on them to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fred, you're probably at the end of your bubblegum cigar.
Yep.
So do those things taste good, or is this like an anti-smoking
I mean, it's like it's
thing?
sort of like those Dum Dum bubblegum, little drums.
Yeah.
Where it's sort of like it's not the best bubblegum, but I mean,
Yeah, that's
it does the job. And this way, you look as cool as a person who's smoking without actually having to ingest out, nicotine.
You know what? That's fair. I'll give
It's
you that.
functionally indistinct.
I'll give you that. I was just wondering if like you'd smoked previously, and this was I'm trying to like.
No, I mean, I tried in high school, but it wasn't for me,
No, I get you.
Did you ever try smoking? Were you a cool kid?
I mean, I smoked back in the day when it was more publicly acceptable and we didn't know as much about the cancer stuff, but yeah.
It's 1992. Nobody give a fuck.
I give a fuck.
Joe Camel gets the kids smoking nowadays, so
yeah, I don't know. Something about that just feels off.
feels real fucking creepy. Is what it does. He looks like a prevert.
Yeah. Like, if you want kids to drink or smoke, they'll smoke on their own time. They're usually good about that,
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I first tried a cigarette at like 11. Stole it from a drunkard.
That's fucked up. I'm not here, but that's fucked up.
It was a different time. Don't worry about it.
I can only imagine the kind of menace young Carlos was.
Oh, a downright menace.
There was this girl named Rhonda. When I was younger, she had like a leather jacket. Loved the Clash. She smoked a lot, so I was like, "Oh, I can try and smoke, but not." Made a damn fool of myself. So But bubblegum cigars, they're just as cool, right? Yeah, they're just as cool.
Like the dead silence from everybody who's staring at you.
If you say so, Fred.
I think
If you say so.
The only two there besides them are Tommy and Hanzo.
Hanzo's, I think it would be around like a mealtime, right?
Yeah, because it'd be after sunset, so it'd be around dinner time.
Yeah, in that case, his sole input after.
Still only spring, so it's like not too late, but it's still
His sole input to the awkward silence following that. It's about as cool, right? Hanzo will simply say, do what fulfills you. Goes back to eating.
Yeah, well.
I'll say since eventually Olivia and Winifred, you show up. You start walking towards the diner. You see, what was her name? Hold on.
BRB.
Oops, I am throwing off the flow of my own game. Hold on, sorry.
But
Sometimes you misplace a document.
Sometimes your notes aren't where you put them. Everybody understands.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually walking towards the diner, Olivia and Winifred, when you see Sierra, the night waitress, the one that Olivia gave her phone number to. She
yeah.
when she sees you guys, the two of you walk into the diner, she kind of turns and goes, "Oh, I think they're over in the ride. Carlos said you would be heading back."
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Looks like she's just starting her shift. Only shows up with sundown, but still not sure if she's a vampire or not.
You can bring that one to the panic room too.
Olivia said, or what a friend says as you walk into the ride.
No, why don't you?
What's this about panic room?
Why are you
worry
bringing
about it.
people in the panic room, Olivia?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later.
No, you won't.
Stop me. It doesn't have any.
They're all back together.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Olivia is still blushing.
Yes.
So, okay.
Okay, back.
Welcome back,
You're
Olivia and
gathered
Winifred.
together.
Just got back in with Olivia being teased.
Mm-hmm. He is blushing. Grumpily.
Anyway.
What are y'all doing?
Need to equip ourselves before a hunt.
Yeah.
And a reminder, Olivia, you have currently 5 darts of the improved formula. Or the more potent silver concentration.
I think I read it down. 5, yeah, 5 silver giant darts.
So does anybody have like any sort of plan that we can go on?
Man, my plan last time got Tommy shot, so I don't know.
By you, I think.
By a couple of us.
At least 2.
I feel great about it.
I mean, if he
So
didn't
what's
want to
the
get
plan?
shot, he probably should have told us that he was a fucking werewolf.
Where's Silas, dude?
Well, you know, a lot of things could have been avoided with better communication. That's something that we can learn about going forward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Fred, this would click that it would be Tommy was the one who vandalized the manager's office at the at the hotel you were staying at.
I think we talked
And
about that
I
last time.
thought they did explain that to me, and that's part of why I just fucking went home.
Okay. Well, no, okay. I can't remember if you knew that it was specifically Tommy was the one who did it.
I'm pretty sure I was, because I had a brief moment of like 90s gay panic. Because we had theorized that the werewolf may have some sort of like stalker crush on me.
Right.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Uh,
There's a lot of conclusions
funny.
that we come to.
Well, that might be why Tommy didn't come forward and admit it then.
mhm.
So, we have a tracking spell going. We just need to equip ourselves, because 5 darts is not a lot for all of us.
And from what you've seen, this thing seems to have some kind of healing factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 darts might not, even if we landed all 5 darts, they may not be enough.
Probably not.
This thing seems really tough.
And we don't necessarily want to kill it, because, like, it's, it's sentient.
I don't think it's like this.
Oh, also, I should mention, Olivia, when you were there you could have checked in with the lab. They are still analyzing the tail. So they will get back to you when that's ready.
I don't think it had much choice in being the way that it is.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, we must prevent it from harming anyone else.
Yeah, Stacy is in the panic room. She'll be safe there.
There's no visible reaction when you say that.
Very well.
So, like, I'd rather subdue if possible,
Mm-hmm.
but we all know that it might not be, right?
Yep. We might have to bludgeon this thing to death.
Just like the motorcycle gang all over again.
Yep.
Well, at least this time there's not going to be other bullets flying.
Don't say that. The werewolf could have a gun.
There could be other people down below that have guns. Could be a whole cult of werewolves.
They could be a were-gun.
We happen
That's
to know
the trip.
one were creature with an explosive, and looking at Tommy.
He still has that grenade.
He does. Oh my god, he does.
I forgot that he has a fucking explosive on him.
Yep.
I shouldn't,
I ju-
because that's dangerous to forget when Shady has an explosive.
I love the fact that I'm not the one who remembers it either. It's usually someone else, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
It's usually me reminding you because it's funny. Because like I remember with it, I'll admit, I kind of bent the situation in your favor so that Tommy could get it, because once it realized, oh, they could recover that. Oh, Tommy could recover that. But so what's the plan? Oh, Hansa, did you inform them about Diana and Phil?
Diana and Phil, that they've gone up on patrol.
Yeah.
Well, in case I haven't, I'll do it now. Diana and Phil are currently patrol, keeping an eye out.
How is your
Yep.
hand cold?
Is it
Good.
safe for them?
There's not.
Mine
Safer
has
for
a
them
line of
than
heat,
us.
like
Yeah, it's true.
half of it's peak.
Ooh.
Also, you did learn from Tommy that
I just wanted to make sure you're
down in the
I didn't notice. any
drainage systems
Okay.
that
I'm not-
the
Mine was kind of crumbling, falling apart from how hot they cooked it, to be fair.
See,
Rumbly.
I'm doing that too,
So crumbly.
but it's like the patty just wasn't formed well.
Yeah.
No problem, then if I have to order more food.
we're hearing their dinner review.
Fair
Mhm.
enough.
Sounds like it
Uh-huh.
was crumbly.
Yeah.
Sounds like it was crumbly.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted.
Oh, no, you're good. You also last time learned from. No, I am not going to update my computer. Not that. Those little Windows pop-ups. Anyways, you learned last time that Tommy mentioned seeing plants from the superorganism living down in the cistern that the drainage tunnel's connected to.
Hmm.
The endoflora.
Mm,
Which implies there's another emergence point.
Not the weirdest thing on the face of the planet, to be honest.
And Carlos, if you had to guess from the direction that the quill is pointing, might be in that vague direction. Because you kind of know that the cistern is kind of under the heart of the city, and that's kind of pointing in that direction.
Okay. Pointing in that direction. I don't see why we shouldn't go check it out.
yeah. Yeah.
First, we must equip ourselves.
Let's go equip ourselves.
I guess I could wrap some barbed wire around this bat.
I mean, we could always ask we could ask the pack if they could like make silver spikes or something that you could stick into it.
Silver nails.
We probably have better
Yeah.
luck going to the shop and getting that taken care of. I don't think
I mean-
I don't think the were creature pack would probably be eager to give monster hunters tools to
Oh.
kill them with.
Carlos, they literally offered.
Denise, the scrapyard owner, she is your Susan Hanzo for the game.
Yeah, they literally offered.
She says,
And we're
"Well,
not-
that's why you have to go collect silver because she doesn't keep it there because her sister and brother-in-law are were creatures."
Yeah.
Yeah, also, we're not monster hunters here.
Just want stuff to protect yourselves with.
We're kind of monster hunters.
We're more
Okay.
like monster hostage
Wranglers?
negotiators.
Yeah.
I mean, we dealt with the
That's one way.
chupacabras
Like
violently.
we're talking a lot of them down off the ledge, you know, getting in there
you
before they bombard them with rock music 24/7.
I'll just say you can sort of. Oh God, no, we're not having a Waco.
That was exactly what I was going for.
You could also add, I was just going to say, with the last thing, you could also now add Exorcist to the title with the dealing with the Kasha.
I mean, yeah. But I still we didn't exactly keep all the chupacabras alive.
No, sometimes you got to deal with invasive animals, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, but it's like in the grand scheme of things, we're going down there to kill him, and we're not exactly hiding that pretense.
I just, I still don't feel great about you gotta put animals down sometimes. I get that, but this guy's he's not. He can talk, and
He's also killed 4 people.
I know, but I'm not a cop.
Yeah. We're technically speaking, I guess, if you looked at it. More like
No,
rebel
fuck no.
vigilantes.
Yeah, I'll take vigilante. I'll be fucking. I'll be
Not
fucking.
quite a lynch mob.
Like
We don't have enough to be a
Spider-Man.
lynch mob.
God, did Batwoman exist at this time? Hold on.
Dude, Batwoman
Yeah,
came from like the 50s. Originally, she was just like.
the modern Batwoman. The modern.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
that was like
definitely not. No,
2008.
definitely not. No. The Batwoman of this time was the Batwoman that would have existed in this time would have been like
2006.
horribly obsessed with fucking Batman.
Yeah. I was about to make I'd rather be Batman than RoboCop. And then I was like, wait, Batwoman? No, she just... Yeah, I'd rather be Batman than RoboCop.
Or Rambo.
Yeah, we're actually probably closer to Rambo.
Rambo kills all the people he wants, and he gets away with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
How about we figure out how to go in there like Batman, but be able to become RoboCop if needed?
Robo-Batman.
That's
They
that's
carved
probably a
out
thing
Batman's brain and put it in a robot.
Start off as
Well,
Batman
yeah.
would, trying to talk, and if it goes south, break out the RoboCop. I don't particularly want to kill anybody that's just, lashing out because they've been an experiment for 10 years or so. But I also don't want to die.
Yeah, I understand.
We will do what's necessary.
I have this whole time.
So, arming ourselves is unfortunately part of that.
Yep.
So you're heading off to where do you want to acquire some silver? I'll just say most likely my good lead would be the Oddities and Obscurities curio shop.
I was gonna suggest that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've need to readjust all the names and such.
Yeah.
I need to clean up my NPC list so I can post one for public use, of people around town. Because there's notes in there that I don't want people to see yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to make a player-friendly one. So, heading off to the obscurity shop or the curio shop then.
Yeah.
All right, got a convoy going. Doesn't take too long to head over there. Probably take too much time to figure out who's riding with who. So we could just say, you're right over there. Get there. And because it's not too late, they're still open for another half hour. So, no issue of accidentally barging in while they're trying to close shop. Well, they might be trying to close shop, but but when you enter, you see that same kind of just so tired of everything teenager, just still there, Walkman going. They look up, see your crowd piling in, goes, "Oh, Grandma, they're back." And goes back to reading and probably the insetting version of Fangoria magazine. And you can out.
You're roboting real hard.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Am I back?
You seem
Yes.
to be fine now.
Yeah, I swear it's whenever there's, because my grandpa's streaming, it's whenever a new episode comes on, because it's like I can time it probably. But anyways, you're in the deceptively large shop. It's fairly narrow, but it goes back pretty good distance. So after a minute or two, you can like look around. There is a like display case that had near the front with some jewelry and stuff. Some ranging from simple to gaudy. But after a minute or two, you see the kind of stooped form of Suspar shuffle out. He goes, "Oh, you're all here this time. Welcome, welcome."
Hello?
Hey!
Hi, Suze. Can we get some silver, please?
Likely, and she kind of looks past.
Oh no.
Oh no, new episode started.
Wait it out.
That sounded bad.
Yeah.
Rip.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
we can hear you.
Okay. Where did I leave? Where did I die?
He came out to talk to us.
Yep. She goes, "Okay." And I was hearing everything you were saying, but I just was not transmitting, I guess. So she goes, "Silver, yes, that's certainly doable. We got plenty of jewelry and various knickknacks, maybe couple little statues, maybe. Oh, Fred, I see you're wearing the jacket you got here. Looking good on you.
Damn straight.
I remember right. You showed up wearing your Disco Stew jacket.
Yep, I did. Fred is here to shred.
I got the chupacabra plushie.
Oh yes. And there is that little there's like a little corner where you see, a bunch of stuff with like Chewie the Chupacabra and the other, memorabilia from the cartoon.
Yeah.
She goes, "So, Silver," and she kind of glances over at her grandson, who's just not paying attention at all.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
The internet's trying to eat you today.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's.
Mm.
Flicking the switch on and off. Stop it. Oh, come on. I keep seeing my thing go down to red. Am I like roboting bad?
We can hear you.
You're right now.
fine
You're not.
Jesus Christ. Okay. It kept going, like dipping, like just fluctuating between green and red. That was frustrating. Okay. So she guides you away from her oblivious grandson just to be more discreet. And she goes, "So, usually, when there's been a rash of killings close to the moon, the full moon, and people come in asking me for silver, seems something may have happened."
Something new, not
Yeah.
something old.
Yeah, we
Someone getting married?
yeah.
Looks back like briefly confused.
With any luck, sometime soon. But no,
Oh, Carlos, you got somebody?
no, but Olivia does apparently.
You don't know, hey, you don't know that.
I mean,
Literally
you
none
took-
of that was said around you.
You took
Shut
him to
your
the safe
mouth.
room.
You
doubt-
know, you didn't
You
hear
doubt
that.
the magic man?
You did not hear that. You shut your mouth.
Nobody
He
heard
has
it.
his ways.
Winifred didn't tell because it's.
Winifred didn't give
Yeah.
details, but Carlos is just being a catty little bitch.
You don't know that.
Well, I mean, you hit on that other girl.
Yeah.
You've been
but,
trying to
like,
catch.
and-
You've been trying to get with my night waitress for literally weeks now.
No,
Congrats.
I
When's the
haven't,
wedding?
no, I gave her my number and that was it. You're being creepy and weird, Carlos.
Okay.
I believe the word is catty.
And
You're being catty and weird, Carlos.
so, Silver.
Yes. Anywho's it.
You got plenty of, don't like to act like we're a pawn shop, but, got plenty of silver rings, silver necklace chains, got some silver nails. I might, if I dig around, I might actually pull up some silver bullets, though. Don't really like to hold those around anyways, but,
We've got a
mean,
particular
if you-
gentleman who's been doing some nasty things we need to have a talking to.
If you got any silver bullets, I'll take them.
I'll see what I have. And she goes, but if you're looking to, well, also if you're just looking for, silver that you can melt down to plate stuff, got plenty of little knickknacks that you might be able to take and, honestly no loss if some of these guys.
That will suffice.
Yes.
Come on. Am I roboting?
A little bit.
Weird now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jesus Christ. So you go, you see her kind of shuffle around surprisingly quickly. Not quite Mr. Krabs, shuffling, but okay, that sounded so dumb. Anyways, just shuffling around, she starts scooping up things, pulling open boxes and drawers, and this hoarder's nightmare / dream of a, antique curio shop. And she goes, well, she has this it's actually it is a serving tray, like this antique serving tray. It's not silver, but she has things piled on it. She goes, got a couple of rings, some necklaces that, no big loss, fairly mass produced, but some knickknacks. She picks one up that it looks like someone blew up the dog piece from Monopoly, but it's silver. She goes, get this little schnauzer buddy. And she goes, but bullets. Yeah, let me go see if I have that in the back. And she shuffles off to the doorway. You've seen her disappear. And actually, a few of you went back to where she had files and looked up the stuff with the Kasha.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there are a handful of rings, some necklaces, and a couple of little knickknacks like that should get you a decent amount of silver. She hasn't said how much it costs, but a few minutes later, she comes back out. She goes, well, don't have as many as I thought I would. I have 4 rounds. And then she has this little ammo box she flips open, and it's mostly empty, and but you see there's a few empty casings, but you see within 4 bullets that have that silver shine rather than lead to the tips.
That being said, Hanzo will kind of put a hand on the box, not in the I'll take a thing, but actually this may be more useful for you in a pinch. We have time to prepare. You may not. Seems like something you'd want to keep in case of emergency.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I want to really be. I'm no good with guns. My specialties are elsewhere.
I see.
Yeah. But I appreciate you looking out for me. That's sweet. But really, I mean, I don't know if anything would really be stupid enough to come after me here. So I feel pretty confident that I could sell these to you. Or kind of looks at the silver and the bullets and she goes, or how about I let you take these and we'll call it a trade for a favor later.
Eyebrow raise.
That's a little ominous.
Oh, I mean, I suppose I could have worded it, but no, it's just you're all very seem very she wouldn't have hesitated as me formulating my thoughts. She goes, you've been all very competent since you've been active, and
That's true.
you've mentioned some of the things you've dealt with. You dealt with the Kasha. You've brought up
You saw Rawhead Rex.
Rawhead Bloody Bones. And she goes,
Bloody Bones. God damn it.
she goes, oh yes, I will. And she kind of flinches when you say the name. She goes, yes, it's exactly who I was thinking of. But there's seasonal things that I probably need your help with later. I'm fairly content right now, but something coming up later that I would probably need your assistance with, just to ensure the safety of the city. I'm not as spry as I used to be in certain things. A little more difficult to maintain, so.
Very well.
You have attained a batch of silver and 4 silver bullets, which are, I'll just say, they can fit, pretty much a handgun, So, your Magnum, Olivia, or Hanzo, one of your guns, you'd be able to. I'm not going to say, oh, it's this caliber specifically, because I don't know really that specific about guns and calibers.
I do have the darts, Hanzo. If you want to take the bullets directly, you could probably use them better because I have my stakes too, and I could probably ask our weaponsmith to make me like a couple of silver stakes with all the silver we're grabbing.
Yeah, I can't remember. Have you ever really used your Magnum?
Yeah, I have. It's not like super often. It's her like gotta kill something weapon from range.
Yeah.
But
how much harm does your pistol do? 3?
My Magnum does 3. Harm, close, reload, loud.
Okay, because my pistol only does 2 harm.
Oh, And my silver darts I don't think do any harm. Oh, they do 1 harm, but they are also silver. So my gun is stronger than yours. I also have my fucking flamethrower. I almost forgot. Max said what's the flamethrower. Olivia said she wants the flamethrower. The what? Flamethrower, now move!
Yeah, what was it that was said by actual Antarctic researchers who have a tradition of watching the thing? It's like, we still haven't found out where we keep the flamethrowers.
I'm pretty sure that's actually a thing they have, though, because, like, it's to thaw stuff. Anyway, I think you should
Maybe
take
back
the
then.
bullets.
No.
I have silver darts, a flamethrower, a regular magnum, and if I gets close range, I can use some silver stakes. I think you could use the silver bullets more.
Mm-hmm.
I could even give you my magnum to use. You can hold on to it and use
Yeah,
it for
that's
this.
what I was getting at, because
Ah,
if we're talking about using bullets, that means lethal force, and in that case, I'm gonna want stopping power.
yeah. I'll give you use my magnum, but she would ask for it back after because it is in her name.
Mm-hmm. Gun
Like,
laws and all that.
I don't expect you to murder somebody with my magnum, but like
I
you
never-
totally could murder somebody with my magnum.
It's something I try to avoid.
My point proven. Anyway, what do you think, gang? Favor for all this stuff?
Helping her will only help us in this town.
Yeah, and she has helped us already. I think that's a fair trade. What about the rest of you?
I mean, this is a lot of silver.
Yeah,
That
and
is a lot of
with the
silver.
caveat that, like, I don't think you're gonna have us do anything fucked up, but I'm putting in the caveat that the favor can't be us doing anything fucked up.
I mean, there's so many definitions to the range of what constitutes fucked up. But
It's a
yes,
favor.
I won't have. And she kind of gets that like grit. She's like, where she just said that specifically to mess with you. But she goes, I promise it's not going to be anything messed up. It's. And she kind of looks to you, Carlos, and she goes, like I said, it's a seasonal thing that some rites have to be conducted and reinforced. It's just how it goes.
Just part of the natural flow of things.
Yeah.
Knowing this town, it'd probably be global warming is affecting the creature we sealed in ice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes the ending of the Blob scary.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you have a blob just in your back pocket.
Just a
No,
blob
that's
running
Vask who
past to
does.
see me.
Vasquez is the one who keeps the blob in a jar. Anyways,
See, I'm just worried that there's gonna be like fucking amoeba, endofauna amoebas.
oh, there are.
Yep. Case point.
Winifred's had to deal with them before.
Mhm.
They're called macrophages. I think that's what they're called in the actual mystery flesh pit.
Yep. Because they look like bacteria, but they're actually like like sea urchins, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because the implication of the creature was a sea creature that, the oceans dried around it and sea life adapted to be parasitic to it. But,
Really cool. God, I love the mystery flesh pit.
Well, you best start loving the mystery flesh pit. You're in one.
So she will, kind of escort you back to the front of the store. Oh, don't you rev your engine at me. She, carrying the serving tray. She takes the bullets back, puts it on there, and she goes up, thunks it on the counter, making her grandson jump. And he's like, "Oh, all right." She goes, "Bag these up," and he starts doing it and starts ringing them up. She goes, "Oh no, just bag them up." And he goes, "All right," and just wraps some of them up in a bubble wrap, puts the jewelry in little bags, puts it all in a grocery bag, hands it off to you.
Okay.
Silver acquired.
Ooh.
Favor indebted.
Ooh.
It's fine.
Trust the mysterious old lady.
If she needs us to kill somebody, then I'll just do it. I'm a vampire.
You can't see the face I'm making.
And I'll be present while it happens.
There has to be a witness.
Let's just go.
So,
Man,
where are you going now?
I'm an adrenaline junkie, and I'm the one who's like, man, it's weird that we're just like fucking ready to torture and kill things, huh?
Well,
What?
it is the 90s.
I don't think anyone said anything about torture.
People
we
were
never said
ready to
anything about
torture
torture.
the scientists we caught.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. That was like a big deal. It was like, no.
Not even a little bit of torture.
Come on. Jack Bauer's going to make it cool in about 10 years.
I want you to know that comment I made about killing people was not in character.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
I did not
This
say
is
that in
not-
character.
Yeah, I know. I just, I'm just saying.
God, big gift. So you off to Denise?
Yes. Sooner she gets her hands on this stuff and starts melting it down, the better.
Okay. Hanzo, if you want, you could call ahead using your car, handy dandy car phone. But
Your break.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
so the light, rings a couple of times before you hear the line click, and Denise goes, "Hello, hello."
This is Hanzo.
Okay, Hanzo. Yes, hi.
We have procured silver. We're heading to you now.
Okay, I'll get the forge going. Just pull on in, come around to the back. Meet you there. And line hangs up. So you drive across town towards it. Carlos, try to keep track of the location while driving with a quill. It's a little difficult to judge if it, or if the quill's moving because you're in motion. It's kind of hard to tell, but eventually, unless y'all wanted to discuss.
Roboting again.
It's back.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
We heard all
Okay.
of that, so.
I was wondering if it would work. So you drive across town, unless you want to talk, among yourselves, and get to the scrapyard. Or you get to the scrapyard and the gate is open, or it's closed. But when you get out to inspect it, it's unlocked, so you can open and drive in. But no, you would park in the parking lot, and when you get to the gate, walking up to it, it's open. Or it's unlocked. And
Alrighty.
Head
heading
on in.
Yep. You again pass by the like looming humanoid figure, what seems to be like almost like an anthropomorphic train, or for you Transformers nerds, it looks like if a steam engine was a transformer,
Ooh.
but
Oh,
Hell
like
yeah.
all scrap metal and stuff. Big boilerplate chest with a cow catcher. It's kind of angled like a Roman like skirt, but the
Excuse me.
you walk past them, you see the lights on one of the corners of the junkyard where you'd seen half built sculpture of no progress yet, but you see that half built sculpture of what you assume to be a case core riding an ostrich. The calamitous case, the infamous historical cowboy from early Redemption.
Yeah.
But you see the gate doors open, the forge is going and starting to stoke, and you see pumping the bellows. You see Denise, the large, heavy-set woman. She looks up, gives a wave, motions you over. What you got for me?
Silver.
A good
Sets
amount
down
of it.
the bag full of knickknacks and shit.
Oh, geez. All right. There's like a work desk or workbench that she'll take it, start inspecting it. She goes, "Ah, you came from Sousa's place, huh? How is that old bird doing?" And she's like sorting through the stuff and peeling off the little stickers.
Seems to be doing fine.
I'm kind of upset that we have to melt down that dog, and also wondering who the hell made it and where the hell she got it.
And she picks it up and she goes, "I mean, if you want it, this will be definitely enough to play quite a bit. Might even have some leftover if you wanted to hold on." And she holds it out to you like, "It's a cute little doggy."
It is a cute little doggy, but I figure we should have all the help we need on this one. Unfortunately.
Okay.
She will pat the dog, go, sorry, buddy.
She laughs and she'll take it and scoop up some of the stuff. There's like a silver teacup. There's there's like it looks like a spinning toy top that just not big but small and silver. But she goes scooping them up and starts like piling them into a crucible. She goes, "Well, I guess what do you use? I don't really cast bullets anymore, but can make you some." Or she goes, "You already got some silver nails there. There's like a handful of silver nails that you could." She goes, "That'd be good if you embed them into like a board or something, or a baseball bat, something that or." She goes, "But it's not really like I'm making something out of pure silver. I'm plating something with an outer layer of silver, because silver, not exactly the strongest metal.
It's pretty soft.
Stronger than gold, but it's not. You try to slash someone with a pure silver sword, and that thing's you know, gonna be fucked up after one or two swings."
Use only what is necessary.
You'd want like a coating of silver on the outside, right? Not like
Yeah.
pure silver, just just a nice coat.
Yeah, or even just the edge, like on an axe. You just want the edge or the point, if it's a fire axe kind of axe.
I've got steaks.
Thanks.
Yeah, we could grow those up.
Yeah.
You watch Winifred take the umbrella off of her arm, do a very complicated twisting to the the hook of the umbrella before she pulls out a sword that's about 2 feet long.
What? What the?
She has a
What
penguin
the
sword.
fuck?
Not to
That
toot my
might
own
be
horn, but I'm kind of a grill master, so you want to get those steaks done right.
Winifred?
Oh God, I hate that picture, TT.
Duolingo meat.
What? I can't carry it
How
like
long-
out in the open anymore. People get upset.
I
How
know,
long have
right?
you had a sword?
She looks at you and goes, "Didn't I tell you earlier that you shouldn't ask how old somebody is?"
I didn't ask how old you were. I asked how old the sword is. The difference.
It's
And
not actually. And she'll hand the
she'll,
sword to the blacksmith.
yeah, she was like getting closer to look at it. She goes, "Oh, this is. Oh yeah, this is well kept, well made, and well kept." I could. I don't know what the actual physics of adding metal onto an already completed weapon. She goes, I wouldn't want to mess up, good craftsmanship like this. But if you like this, I could. Actually,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
no, damn, I don't know. Damn it.
Nice, clear.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But she goes, I could actually, if you're okay with me, I could swap the blade out for one that is silver edged, and you could swap between them.
I am fond of this thing. That's
Yeah,
probably a
'cause-
better idea.
Yeah, it's sometimes trying to add new metal to an older weapon. It's better to, it's easier, I guess, to just swap something out. But yeah, I can. She looks at the handle. Yeah, that's easy enough. Looks like this had a different handle before, so yeah, shouldn't be a different hilt before, so yeah.
Yeah, I've been switching out for quite a while.
And she can get you a silver edged blade for that. Olivia, you wanted silver stakes?
Yeah.
She could get
I
you.
have.
She can make. She doesn't really use wood. She can make handles and stuff, but wait, what are you trying to say?
Wooden
Sorry.
Stakes. Yeah, I was wondering. I was trying to remember if my stakes were wood, but yeah, they are.
They are specifically Vampire Hunter, Monster Hunter, wooden hammer stakes. She goes, now I could. She goes, I could make you a good steel stake with a silver tip. Same difference.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So, she goes,
Whatever,
all right,
whatever
could
you
even
can
get
do.
you a hammer with with the silver surface.
Okay.
So, yeah. She goes, you get me a lot of silver. It's like, and she was like looking at the price tags that were like stuck on and handwritten on these things. She goes, it's certainly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So she goes, okay, give me the night and she goes, this kind of a big order. Were there any other things, just to kind of speed things up for her? She can make basically one silver edged or tipped weapon per person.
I'd like this bat to have some silver spikes in it.
Okay. Cricket bat. It's probably better to have like silver studs, like more like a cannonbow.
That
like a
also
spiked
works for
bat.
me. It'd be like a really fancy paddle.
It's also very much like the rivets in your jacket.
Yeah.
Oh no! I just realized what it would be. We're bejeweling with silver your cricket bat.
Fuck yeah! Let's bedazzle it.
Bedazzle that.
Bedazzle phase.
Oh God. So, yeah. Is there anything else people wanted? Tommy, Carlos.
I
Hanzo?
will procure my knife.
Okay. A
Yeah,
silver
and
knife.
I think I'm good with just claws and whatnot.
That's
Yeah.
fair. The werewolf not wanting to carry around werewolf the therianthrope not wanting to carry around a therianthrope killing weapon makes sense.
Damn it! I stabbed myself with my own knife.
Yeah, who is he? Zoe?
So, I had
Wow.
a thought that I don't, Denise want to be able to suggest them because she doesn't know you're one. I just had a thought for a werebeast that hunts other werebeasts. Get one of
Silver
those.
claw sheaths.
No, one of those sheep herder dog collars. The sheep dog that have the spikes, but it's
Yeah.
like silver spikes.
God.
I don't know where I saw it, but I did see like an idea where if a werewolf wants to bite the shit out of somebody but not risk infecting them and or wants to fight another werewolf, they get like they put it in their mouth. It's like fucking silver dentures.
Like fucking Jaws from the one James Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
So she says that it will take her pretty much most of the night to fill the order. Carlos, there wasn't anything you wanted, right? Since you got magic, right? Right?
Yep. So I do mostly magic, so.
Well, maybe you want to pimp out the Walkman, not necessarily for combat, just because. Yeah.
I appreciate the pimping out of the Walkman, but it's very easy to accidentally mess up a Walkman, and I don't have $20 to go get another Walkman.
I don't have $20 just lying around. It's the fucking
I put it all in the ride. In the restaurant.
He's not exactly liquid right now.
The only
In
liquid
fact, this is the
milkshake.
desert.
So no. Hey. Anyways, so she says that come morning she'd have your orders because she's making a knife for Hanzo, a stake and hammer for Olivia, modifying the bat for Fred, and swapping out the blade for Winifred's sword, umbrella sword.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think any of you are blacksmiths, so you can't tell how old this blade is, but that was not a joke when she said, don't ask how old this is, because then you'll figure out how old I am.
I'm just gonna imagine she's from King Arthur times.
Transitioned Dracula.
So,
Oh,
she
got on a pawn shop.
is-
My theory is she got it on a pawn shop for $20.
Yeah, but that would ruin the mystique.
Exactly. That's why she can't let people know. You see a vampire rocking a sword cane, it's like, oh, that must be an ancient artifact or whatever. It's like, nah. I just
had a lot of fun at a Ren fair.
Yeah.
It could be either one with Renfred, and she doesn't want you to know which one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will always respect her game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what do y'all want to do now that you have your order set? So, you're not going to have it tonight.
Well,
unless
we
you
know that it's. There hasn't been a kill tonight, has there?
You probably have a radio on while driving, so you haven't heard anything. Because this is back when radio was you actually hear news on the radio, and there is like a local station. Which actually I saw that in my notes. What did I name it again? Oh yeah, the local radio station, CYOT, the Coyote.
They should have named it after the chupacabra.
So I guess
Wait,
I was
I have the
growing
perfect
up.
name for a talk show: the Chupacabra.
Oh God. So the goat talker. Right. No, cabra
The
is
goat
goat in
whisperer.
Spanish. No, it's the suck talker. No, you can't
No,
call it the
no,
chupa talker.
No! Vetoed!
Gives you the
That's
old
why.
suck.
That's how you know the person who started
They're broken
that radio
Spanish.
show is white.
God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like that one video where it's like a white couple take their Mexican.
Ugh.
We're like,
Roboting again.
pinches means fucking. Oh God.
What?
Hello.
You're clear now.
Yeah,
Cleared
of
at
course
the
it did.
arguably best time to have cleared
Yeah, you
yourself.
There was a Mexican food restaurant. You can't see me doing the air quotes. Where the name was called Tres Pinches, like 3 pinches. But everyone who actually speaks Spanish is like, that means 3 fucks.
I mean,
Anyways,
Same kind of energy as this one.
the fuck.
Le fuck.
So, what do you all want to do now while she prepares your armament? You have not heard any reports of any new attacks?
Yeah, I don't imagine we would hear the reports, but I remember we noticed last time there was a pattern. It was one every night.
And leading
And
up
that's
to the
why
full
she
moon,
was so.
which was...
Mhm.
Sorry.
And that's why she was so worried about being attacked, is because, she's the only one left.
That she knows of.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I wonder if we should camp out at the preserve because we have bait.
Hey, she's not bait.
She's eye candy.
She is. What?
She's eye candy.
God damn it.
Wouldn't be the
She is
first time.
God damn it. She is someone in danger who asks for our help.
Yes.
Yeah. And potentially the one thing that the fellow we're chasing down who's trying to eat and kill her is looking for.
Yeah, don't.
These
call
are not
her
exclusive.
bait. Oh my god.
Be right back.
probably wouldn't be a bad idea to stay there anyway.
I was
Like it
going
or
to
not,
suggest that.
He is after her.
I was going to suggest that as well. Just I did not care for how you worded that.
Okay.
I think we've all learned something today.
Did we?
Yep. Don't question it. Just accept it. Learning's happened.
That's what Sue said when you picked out the jacket.
Anyway, let's just head to the preserve. All right, so I will. Anyone else, you guys are free to come.
Well, come, why not?
So
All right.
everyone's sticking together rather than splitting up.
Yeah, at this point
Nothing
it
real.
seems like a better idea to not split up anymore. We know what the
Okay.
threat is, and nobody should be alone with it.
It's not. It's not a. It's not a bad point. All right, let's go.
Okay, so you start driving over to the preserve. It's getting later at night. It's not double digits at night yet, but that's a weird way of putting time. You drive over to preserve. No, nothing dashes out across the road or jumps on the hood or anything. But you get to the preserve. Everyone else has to park in the actual parking lot while you drive back to the truck bay.
Yeah. I'll go check on her right away.
So everyone can file into the preserve. Olivia, you head down towards the panic room, and when you look
Indeed.
through the window for it, you don't see Stacy inside.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna go look for any of the workers that are here.
You turn around and almost bump directly into her as she's holding a bag of chips that you guess she probably got from the vending machine down the hall. She goes, "Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Olivia."
Oh, fuck. Okay. Whew. I was
Sorry,
just
I got
about to freak
hungry.
out. No, that's fair. I should have grabbed you something. You know what? You head on in. I'll be right back.
Okay. Gonna
Gonna head to the employee break room and grab some leftovers from the fridge.
your leftovers.
Yes, she's not that asshole.
Okay.
It's nothing like extravagant, but she.
Well, it's probably
nukes it.
like leftovers that you got from the diner
Yeah.
or stuff you made at
She
home. But yeah. Okay.
she microwaves it. Come back, knocks on the panic room door.
Yeah, she's back inside just munching on a few chips while watching the TV.
Holds
Public
up the food.
broadcast stuff. Oh,
I bring warm food.
cool. And there's like a little table in there, because the panic room, it's kind of like like a break room. There's like a TV, there's a small couch, there's the table, but it's kind of meant there so panic room. You might be there for a while. So,
Yeah.
but there are also like a couple cupboards that have first aid supplies and stuff in there. But she gets up and goes and sits down and it's like, oh, thank you.
You're welcome. We're resting for the night, so he came back here just keep an eye on you, make sure you're okay.
Okay.
We're hoping we can find this thing and just non-lethally capture it.
I mean, you think that's the best thing you could do? That's a simulacra weaponized life form. That's gonna be quite a.
It's alive. Like,
I mean,
no, it's not just an animal. It's spoke.
Oh, that's unsettling.
A bit, I guess, but look, even if it was just an animal, I'd still like to catch it and put it and keep it safe. When I first met this lot, we ran afoul of some chupacabras that had gotten out, and we had to put most of them down. But even then, we were still able to tranquilize some and put them in cage and bring them back to the superorganism. They're just animals doing what they do. If that's all this thing was, I'd still prefer to catch it and put it in an environment that would be suited to it. But this one, it's not just an animal. It talked. It clearly had reasoning. If we absolutely have to, I don't know. I'm not
Then
gonna
that kind of makes it worse, though. That
Why?
means it's a living, thinking being rather than just an animal that's being pointed at a target. That's something that you're saying can make choices, and it's deciding to
Well,
do this.
okay. It's a living, thinking being that, for all we know, has spent its entire life with people who have taught it to kill. It's a thinking, living being who has been raised by terrible people.
That
You know what
that
I mean?
means it's the serial killer. That doesn't make it any better.
No,
That
means its parents were abusive and taught it to be abusive.
I think by this point,
not,
some of you would be getting to the panic room.
Or it
if
means
it's
it's a
just-
person who's been mutated by an experiment.
That's also possible.
And-
If it is just,
I would like to point out, Olivia, that even if it was abused, it's still not really a good excuse for being a serial killer.
no. And okay, serial killer, we don't know that yet.
I think that's the point. We don't know a lot about this thing other than the fact it's responsible for some stuff. So,
look. Like I said earlier, I'm not a fucking cop. I'm not gonna see somebody doing something wrong and just, shoot them on the street. All right,
That's
if we
good.
have to, what?
And she goes, I mean, that's good.
If we have to, we have to. I know we've had to kill things already. I get it, but if I can help it, if there is a way that we don't have to kill something, whether it has murdered people, then I want to do that. If it's a serial killer and we're able to catch it and put it in an equivalent of jail, sure. If it's a sentient being who has been taught nothing but this, we could catch it and hopefully rehabilitate it.
Olivia, it knew Tommy.
Yeah, that's why it's so
By the way,
strange. It's
how's
sapient.
how's Tommy doing?
He is having a
Considering
time of it right now, just
all
like
the developments and then spending all that time around some silver.
Mm-hmm. And also being antsy from the full moon. He's having a time right now, and he's just being quiet, gonna scream internally, as you do.
If there was a dog who was raised to be a dog fighter, wouldn't you want to help it if you could?
Yeah, but this is a person.
And the only option is to put it down. That's what we'll do. I deal with animals. I know sometimes you just got to put it down. My point is, I just hope that's not necessary.
yeah, I think we all hope that's not necessary.
That's why we
and yet some of you keep arguing with me.
Catch it. We have a plan to try to catch it and talk to it first.
Yeah.
While still defending ourselves.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying I really hope it doesn't come to that, but it could. But every time I decide to say that, there's a rebuttal.
Hanzo will speak up. If nothing else, we would want to keep it alive so that we can learn as much as we can about it. Who sent it, where it's from.
Yeah.
Because, if I remember correctly, No creature like this is public knowledge, right?
Not exactly, no. There were like rumors of weaponized life forms, and they're, being, your job, Hanzo, you would know
What
that,
was that?
am I roboting again, damn it?
You did for like a second there.
Yeah.
I'm back to up. There it goes from red to green. Okay, am I back? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
fine.
you are.
Hanzo, from your job, you would know that there are such things as weaponized life forms. They're not exactly widespread yet, because Pluripotent really tries to keep a damper on that, and um, but it's not public knowledge. These things are rumored to exist, and this is probably the most significant example of that kind of thing existing in reality.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact
Yeah.
it's tied to simulacra, which from your job is a legitimate threat, and people who know how to manipulate biotechnology, that's this
Mm-hmm.
does seem in the realm of possibility from your knowledge.
Yeah. Literally, if nothing else, we should keep it alive to learn as much as we can.
Yeah.
Although the existence of something that can shapeshift to its extent, like change its physical body while still being, a vertebrate is,
Mhm.
it's kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Oh, there. We're on the same page. Time to fucking sleep, I guess.
For you.
Yeah.
I can finally be awake when I'm supposed to be awake.
Yep.
Carlos, your beeper goes off.
Okay, look at my beeper. What's the code on the beeper?
It is it's telling you, it's the way it works is like someone dials it from a number, and you see that number. It's kind of like an early caller ID, but you can't really answer back. So you know that to call that number back, and you recognize it as Gale, the hacker that you gave Dr. Apostu's computer setup to.
Hey, Olivia, is there a payphone nearby?
There's
There would be phones inside. You've used them before.
Oh, I know. I know. There's
there's
phones inside. Is there a payphone nearby?
Is there? Oh yeah.
Yeah, there'd
Actually,
be
yeah.
one in the lobby, and probably out in the
I
parking
remember.
lot.
I had to use a payphone, and I had to walk a little ways to use one.
Yeah, it'd be probably out in the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
By the
one out
bus
in the
stop.
parking lot. It's a little bit of a walk. Nothing too bad.
I'll be right back.
All right.
When Carlos opens the door and closes the door and walks off into the night to the payphone.
Oh, okay.
Then that's when you spot him. Shia LaBeouf.
I don't know.
He'd be like 8.
I'll go to the pay.
Shia LaBeouf.
That Steven's not even yet.
Yeah. Needs to get a head start on his career.
Mm-hmm.
God.
A head
Yeah,
start
it's
because he gets his
still-
head cut off. I get you.
It's still so weird whenever I see Shia LaBeouf. I'm like, I remember seeing you as a kid on a Disney Channel show. Or was it Nickelodeon?
It was just.
Disney.
Yep.
It was Disney, right?
Yeah, it was
In any
Disney.
case, Carlos will go to the payphone, put the quarters in, call the number out from the beeper.
Okay. And after, doesn't even take long before picking up, you hear Gail go, Carlos, Oh, that was quick. So,
What you got for me?
I probably should have, talked in person for this one, but made another little breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely some. Actually, yeah, I don't feel comfortable saying this over an line, a public line. But yeah, I really want to show you this in person. These those guys working for S Corp, if you know what I mean. They're into some wild shit, man. You ever
Okay.
hear of a crocodile that can glide?
Fuck no, what is this?
Oh shit! That it can fly. Well, that's good to know.
That's a new one.
Still working on it, but I found apparently she was consulted for something, and it's pretty neat. So I think, again, don't know who might be listening. Better if you see it in person.
Okay, then I'll make my way over. I might bring some company just in case.
Oh,
It'll
yeah,
be
of course.
Tommy. It'll be Tommy. I think he just needs to get out.
All right.
See you soon. And he just hangs up
Yeah.
the phone, goes back in, pokes his head into the safe room. It's like, hey, Tommy, you look like you could use some air. You want to go on a walk with me?
Sure.
Cool, cool. We'll be back in about an hour.
All right.
Watch
Stay
out for the
safe.
mullet.
Yeah. Don't walk too close to the paddock with the moa in it.
No.
I said
No, it was
don't
actually
walk.
Stacy who chimed up, kind of jokingly, just like, "Oh yeah, apparently watch out for the moa." Tommy, you don't need that
Tommy
warning.
knows that firsthand. He almost died to it.
Died is a strong word. Living in pose.
Living challenge.
Okay.
You almost draked to it.
Mortally
Um,
challenged.
So Carlos will lead Tommy outside. It's like, we're getting in the jalopy and we're going for a short ride. I mostly grabbed you because you started turning green in the gills kind of a look, and I figured you could use some fresh air.
Yeah, I need to be away from all that silver for a bit.
That's what I figured. We're going to go say hi to some friends of mine. They've been hacking into the Heart Doctor's computer for us. You know, the meat computer. Apparently they just had a breakthrough, so I figured you'd also like to be here with that.
Yeah. I am interested to know how deep she went.
Well, apparently she consulted somebody on a gliding crocodile.
Wonder
No,
if
either
that has
that's the Ciandre or our friend whose tail I held in my hands as he pulled it off of his body. So either way, I'm interested.
Yeah. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it. And the very loud, guttural gunshots of Carlos's jalopy can be heard from the parking lot as he takes off into the night.
Winifred's probably the only one who can hear it through the building, but it's like, oh, is that a gunshot? Oh no, it's just Carlos's car.
She's perched like a gargoyle over the doorway.
Nevermore.
So she's just listening to this half an ear. She's like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
So
listen, when has going on a solo mission with Tommy ever not worked out well for us?
I mean, that's true, but also it has to go bad first.
Yeah.
And you have to watch him drink ranch.
So while they head off into the night, what are the rest of you doing? Just gonna bunk down there? There are, again, little areas that do have cots for people that need to take naps or whatever. But
yeah.
Stacy did seem appreciative of the food.
Cool. I'm gonna fucking sleep.
Okay.
Try not to think about possibly killing somebody tomorrow.
Hanzo,
Yeah.
what are you up to?
Resting before tomorrow would be wise.
Is that what Hanzo's doing?
Mm-hmm.
You can easily get the 4 bullets slotted into a clip. Or, I don't know. I think you use a 9mm, so a
I'm
pistol
borrowing
rather than a revolver.
Olivia's Magnum.
Oh, okay, yeah. You'd be able to
For your
slot those
monster
in.
slaying
No.
activities.
Your monster problem.
No.
Your
No.
monster slaying
No.
activities. So that's what we're doing, isn't it?
Are you saying
Please
monster
don't-
slaying or monsters laying?
No.
Please
Yes.
don't say that about the trans one. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I was saying it about Hanzo
Yeah.
No, it's my Magnum.
for his
Ah.
monster.
God damn it.
Monster
I mean-
problem.
No, we're done.
I mean, if Hanzo is going to do that, he's probably going to use his sword for that.
I don't have a sword yet.
I'm leaving.
Should I get a
Alright,
sword?
I got distracted by someone sent me a video where it's a dung beetle pushing a ball through a field of very tiny frogs that are smaller than the dung beetle, and they keep getting squished and squeaking indignantly.
Okay.
Fucking
I'm
Looney
sorry.
Tunes ass shit.
Yeah, Fred sent that to me, and it's like, the more I learn about frogs, the less I feel I know about their ways. But
Yeah,
anyways, sorry.
certain people in this call don't know the ways of the frogs.
Mm,
Frogs can't be evil, she thought.
Hey,
Yes.
no, I know they can be. Rayan didn't know. There's a difference.
Crossing streams.
A frog was evil this entire time? Holy.
Yeah, man. Frogs are scheming to take down the government. Frogmen. That's how it works.
You know what? I'm with the frogman. Fuck this government.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But so
I was
what if
that
I-
was in
what?
character driving down the road.
Oh god.
She just mentions this off the belt. It's like, frogmen are trying to take down the government. Keeps driving.
So I guess since everyone's hunkering down there and just keeping watch, I guess
Yeah.
we'll go back to Carlos and Tommy.
Yeah, they're based out of the Midwest. 100%. It's like, you heard of the Loveland Frogman? Yeah, there's just one guy who got caught on camera after skinny dipping. They tried to go to the moon, didn't do so well with Buzz, so they're going into politics, apparently.
Do better than fucking Reagan did for us.
Reagan died.
Good.
I mean, yeah.
Well, listening to the damn it.
You're good now.
Okay. Damn it, that was frustrating. So it's like every time I try to interject, it's like, nope, no, you won't.
And it seems every time that you start cursing, it comes back online.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Or maybe
it's. I've
That's-
started.
Oh my
the magic.
god, Vivzy Pop is controlling your phone.
Oh no.
God damn it! It's like I realize my life really does seem to have the rule where something that I'm dealing with, the problem will be fixed if I complain about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cat's asking for food.
That's just a very common form of magic.
Yeah, that's the universal constant.
Or it's like, oh, there's a problem with my car. Hey, I need someone who knows more things to look at this. Oh, what? It's no longer doing this?
Mhm.
Thanks,
Well,
Car.
it's the same kind of magic that happens when your mother tells you to find something. You search high and low, you can't find it. She just looks and within 3 seconds locates it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are driving, the trailer, kind of the trailer park that Gail and her partners they run the Falcon Lake Witness out of, is kind of on the outskirts of town. So you're kind of driving some of the more back roads, since from the preserve you don't really have to cross through into town, so you're not really getting a bunch of traffic. And there's a moment where you pull onto one of the parts of the old highway that are still in use, and you're just going along. But Carlos, you kind of flinch. You both would kind of flinch as almost instinctively as you look ahead, and where it hasn't been like a super breezy day. There's been a kind of mild breeze. It's kind of been nice. You see what the road ahead is suddenly engulfed in a dust storm, and you are passing into it.
Pretty sure we dealt with the Kasha, and that boy is currently out of town.
Please make sure the kid is okay. Please make sure this isn't the kid going nuts. I can take a dust storm. It's not the first time I've drove in the jalopy. I'm going to have to vacuum it out later because this thing doesn't have air conditioning. It has vents.
And you look in the mirror as you hear this rumbling engine roar. These two lights just suddenly blare into beaming, and you realize, oh
God,
it's not the Kasha.
It's the Road King.
Yes.
Dear God.
How do you want to proceed?
This motherfucker again. You'll see him like flip a bird off in the back window. He's been after me for years, Tommy. For years.
You know,
why I don't go on the old highway anymore. I got 2 blacks.
I'm not surprised. This asshole just seems petty. Really fucking petty.
It went after when Winifred was driving Fred's car, and I think Tommy was there.
Yep, I think he was.
That was the ranch night.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to kill you like on principle now.
It saw, it felt.
It means it's no longer after me.
You're still the natural prey item. This is a matter of honor.
So how this is now if I had music going, it would be more intense now. This is a threat. How do you proceed?
Can we blind a car that lives in the dust devil?
I haven't
hear a
done
horn go off behind you, like that really bassy rumble.
So I did this once. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it again, Tyler. Do you mind a little sand real quick?
Nah. Go ahead.
Carlos rolls down the window, pretty much just pokes enough for his hand to get out. Sparks jump on his fingers as he summons one of the lightning bolts that he now has.
Ooh.
Now let me roll a weird real quick.
Going to make some glass in this dust storm.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. Trucks are great at accelerating. They're not very maneuverable.
Mm-hmm.
Probably really sucks for them when it's super windy.
How does one roll dice on the dice roller again?
It is exclamation point 2d6 plus your bonus.
No.
Oh, exclamation mark R. It's the same. It's
right.
You had the top one correct. It's just exclamation mark instead of slash, because Discord has its own set of slash commands. Wowie zowie.
Yep.
You both rolled 7s, huh?
I was just trying to test it.
What's
So,
Let's see.
what were you trying to do?
I am
What?
pretty
You're
much
doing
like
an attack, right?
in an ancient language. The middle finger goes out the window and shoots a lightning bolt behind the jalop.
Ah, going the Scanlan route.
What?
Yes.
Good.
When I miss on a use of a magic roll, you can choose one of the following options instead of losing control of the magic. But that's a 7, so it's a partial success.
Yeah, so you were using use magic, right?
Yeah, I was using use magic.
Works imperfectly. Choose an effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has.
So it's
What's your magic effect that you're going for?
oh, it's a 1 harm magical far obvious lightning bolt.
Okay.
Adds plus 1 harm messy, so be 2 harm magical far obvious loud. Because it's like all of a sudden he just sticks his hand out the window, kathoom! The power of lightning.
Okay. So I'll say that the glitch is armor, as this is your first time trying it, so you're still working out the kinks in it, and you kind of get some recoil from it.
So how much damage was that?
1 harm. It ignores armor. Because it's kind of like
Okay.
yeah, it would be like recoil.
Yep. And it's just a boom. Maybe that'll teach him a lesson.
And
just back off.
in the mirror, or like Tommy, if you're looking back through the back window, you do see the headlights do kind of swerve because of how dense this dust storm is. You can't really see it, even with the flash of the lightning bolt illuminating it. It's kind of actually makes it more obscure to see. If you've ever had brights on during a dust storm, it's worse. But you do see the headlights kind of swerve a bit, and there is like you hear that rumbling of the engine. There is like a hiccup to it, but the lights are still pursuing. Tommy, was there anything you wanted to try?
I don't think Tommy has range in order to hit a living car.
You have a grenade.
Grenade.
Do you want to use it now, though?
It's the
Yeah.
fucking Road King. Fucking toss it in the grill.
You could just fucking annihilate the Road King right now. Well,
At
actually,
least-
I don't know if you can kill the Road King, but you know what I mean.
At the
That
very
would
least,
save
give
your
it
crushed friend
indigestion.
Fred from ever having to deal with it again.
Tommy, are you debating?
Yes, I am debating on
Use your
using the
werewolf strength to chuck that grenade.
Okay, so also I forgot that technically the Road King would get a
Oh, attack back, yeah.
or like a reaction kind of deal. So you see the light swerve, and you kind of Tommy, you're like looking down into your bag where you have the grenade and you're debating, but all of a sudden, Carlos, you're shaking off your hand. Your hand is like that awful pins and needles feeling when you get like an electric zap. But when you look back in the mirror, the lights are suddenly gone, and you're like, did that scare it away? Moments before your car lurches forward, you're both thrown forward as you feel something collide with the back, and you hear that deep, the honking of the horn again, brr, brr, and you hear the tires screech, but then like you like try to do an act under pressure, like try to keep the car under control.
Good question. What is act under pressure? Oh, cool. I have just a flat roll in that.
Nice.
I did the thing. Hold on a second. I know better.
Okay. You set out what to do, which is to keep your car under control. Okay.
Yep, just straight in the way. I was like, buddy, I'm an old sports car racer. You got to do better than that shit.
And as Tommy, as you look back to whether or not to throw the grenade or not, just to see it, you realize that the dust storm behind you is starting to fade, and you no longer see the headlights. And Carlos, you look ahead as you're driving, and it's like bursting through a cloud bank. You just suddenly you see the street ahead of you, and when you look back, you see the dust storm just rapidly fall to the ground, and no sign of the vehicle.
So he can fucking teleport?
I'm 90% sure he's something kind of like a ghost.
Ugh. That's scammed.
Why do you think I drive an old hunk of junk? I'm not getting a new car wrecked. I don't have insurance for that.
Fuck,
'Cause
there's
of
a
ghosts?
domain of dread for you. Fucking the Road King as a dread lord.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm not saying that the Road King isn't heavily inspired by Christine and Duel.
Yeah. Just the idea you get dragged into Road King hell.
Okay, so yeah, there's a tense, a couple of minutes afterwards where you're worried that it might reappear, but thankfully, it seems the Road King has lost interest after being electrocuted and giving you a love tap in just like, oh, fuck it, you're not worth it kind of attitude.
Not the first time I've done the road and danced with him, Tommy. One of my first times when I moved into the valley, I ran into him, melted one of his tires, or at least I think I did. It was on fire at one point.
Somehow this truck has a better sense of self-preservation than most super persistent predators.
I mean, if it's a ghost, it's entirely likely that you just can't kill it, but...
And the only way to let it die is to put it to rest. And to do that, you have to set right what was wrong and let it win the race.
Oh, you have to beat it at a race. That's one of the rumors saying about how to... Like, Carlos, you would know this since you've been a local for a while. And Winifred, you've probably heard this too. One of the myths about the Road King is if someone can beat it in a proper race, that might be one of the ways to put its spirit to rest. But there are other things saying, oh no, it's not a racing ghost. It's a truck slasher. A truck killer. It's someone that just drives around killing people from their truck. There's no way to stop them. That kind of thing. There's all kinds of stories about them. They're one of the
Zero, you gotta curse at your internet again.
There you go.
Oh no.
There you go.
Just scream
Swear.
fuck.
I was just...
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's unresistant.
Save him, Vivsy Pop, please.
Why are you keep referencing Vivsy Pop?
She swears a lot in her scripts.
Yeah, she does.
So?
Never even watched A Has-Been. Am I back?
Yes.
Yes, you're back.
Yes.
Okay, I was just saying that there are a lot of myths surrounding the Road King. A lot of, urban legends, because this is like one of the local, not celebrities, like the local boogeymen.
Legends.
Yeah.
Myths. That's a good. Now I'm curious, even though if it's distracting, I'm sorry. The Road King's only ever spotted in movement, right? No one's ever seen the Road King like idle.
Yeah. It's always attacked people that are driving.
So if we could
Although
catch it
there have
getting
been,
a coffee at the truck stop.
It has been blamed for people found on the sides of roads that have been like trampled, or pieces of people that have been found. They think that maybe it might have like hit pedestrians, but no one's really survived.
Yeah, because a truck that big, going that fast, hitting somebody, there wouldn't be much left.
Anywho,
What was that one car horror movie where it was that black car that was like Satan's car?
It's literally called
yeah.
The Car.
The car. I just remember that. I just suddenly remember that scene where it's the lady inside her kitchen and she's just like, I hear the car engine, and it just Kool-Aid Man's through her window. Just
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
that
that's the
was
Road
it.
King for you, Tommy. Let's take the long way back afterwards because I don't want to do that again tonight.
Yeah.
Probably put another dent in the bumper. That son of a gun.
How could you tell?
You just know, Like as soon as like they're pulling into the
trailer park. Yeah.
trailer park, and it's just like Carlos steps out and takes a look and goes, "Son of a bitch, that scratch wasn't there before." Fucker.
Actually, I was going to say, when you get out and go back and look, in the hood, there is a hole. Like someone took an oversized pickaxe and just drove a spike right down through the back of your hood.
Motherfucker.
Oh fuck, it's got teeth.
Or a horn.
Okay, let's go get this information real quick, Tommy. It should be quick.
Yeah. Let's do this thing.
Maybe it implanted eggs in your car and they're gonna hatch.
Just like Mothra to Rodan.
Oh,
Road
God,
princes.
It's
The road court. Dreadlord
Okay.
theory confirmed.
So,
Anywho,
you walk up to the trailer and it swings open before like you even reach out to knock. As you see Gail there, kind of looking maybe a little manic, as she goes, Carlos, Tommy, come on in. She kind of ushers you inside. Very quickly looks around the parking lot suspiciously and then closes the door behind you.
yeah, don't worry about it. The Road King's out tonight.
Oh shit, really?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes,
Carlos half covered in sand. Yeah,
yeah,
fucker.
hold on. She goes, oh shit, Stella, come here. They got chased by the Road King over here. And like popping up from like the cooking area of the trailer, because it's actually two trailers that have been pushed side to side on the wall, the dividing wall knocked between them, so it's a lot more space than we normally get. It's really two trailers Frankenstein into one. But he goes, what? Road King? And she comes out, looks like she was reading something, and she goes, haven't tell me about it. And she's like, goes, well, then goes like, oh wait, no, hold on, we'll talk about that afterwards. Kind of so frowns and goes, you tell me there's a Road King encounter and there's survivors here, and then you tell me I have to wait. Fine.
Hey, tell you what. She'll tell us there's a new hole in the back of the buggy that was put there by the Road King because it wasn't there when I left, and then the fucker decided to be a son of a bitch in my ass. So
all right, and she goes and like she's already.
You could go get some
chipper about that.
pictures. You could go get some pictures. I put it in some good lighting for you. While we talk about this, and then we can talk about the Road King.
You see her pick up a Polaroid camera. I don't know if they're in the 90s. Yeah, they were in the 90s.
Yeah.
She picks up a Polaroid camera and just heads on out there. And then Gil goes, okay, so Simulacra, she apparently this doctor has, she kind of here, I'll just show you. she motions you over to the computer where she has it all set up. Once again, I don't know, Tommy, if you saw it, but you see the what looks from the outside would be a normal computer tower.
Mhm.
That the outside panel has been pulled away, and you see inside there are like sheets of now I think it was gray or you see these sheets of very delicate tissue that have uh, like pins sticking out and wires tracing off of them, and it's like pulsing gently, and you can see veins, like actual blood veins, twisting through it. This Neros of the computer. If it wasn't like bubblegum pink, after exposure to air, it would look like this thing was just gray matter stretched out. It
Is
kind of looks like cartoon bubblegum pink, like Fred's cigar.
is this like the heart we fought?
Well,
It's from the computer from the lady whose heart we fought. So
or do you mean the crocodile, or what I was going to show you?
I'm talking about the thing in front of me, but I am curious
Oh,
about that
yes.
crocodile.
Well, yes and no. This is the computer, a neurosynth. They use cloned neurotissues based off of both human and those found in the superorganism to basically work as a supercomputer in a much smaller package. Got to keep it alive. That's the thing.
Mhm.
You recovered it from the heart doctor. Well, I don't know what the actual term for a heart doctor is, but that would be a good way to refer to her. But cardiologist.
Okay.
And she goes, so our cardiologist friend was, cardiologist subject. She was brought on to, what I can tell, it's still kind of,
You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
it's a brief
That was a
second.
premature.
Trying to decrypt it and still trying to decrypt most of it, but it seems she was brought in to consult for a problem they were having with another experiment. You saw that the smaller hearts that it could branch off or mutate from itself, the ravenous heart. You got really like to call that thing that. It's their baby, but the smaller hearts that it ripped out of people and then mutated, or those that would grow from it, could be harvested and potentially be used to hijack the motor functions of another body that they embedded their tendrils in, and they were trying to see if that could be used to put a leash on this. And she pulls up a file, and in a fairly clear photo, the resolution's not the greatest, but you see a picture of this reptilian creature, smaller and not as like aggressively armored. It seems there's no quills. They seem almost. It almost looks more like a bulky, oversized Komodo dragon by the way it's standing. And she goes, Project Carnagor. Once easily controlled in its youth, as it's grown and packed on biomass and developed mentally, and they make a mention to say that whatever this Carnagor is a she, they've been having trouble controlling her. Rebellions and not obeying orders anymore, and even managing to grow out of previous restraints that had been effective. So they were trying to look for a biological control collar for whatever this Carnagor weapon is. And there's not really like a weapon specs, but because they were talking, she had to possibly prepare for something that could shift its physical form to respond to outside and internal threats. They described that this thing is able to consume and condense biomass for use later. This is something. The way they were describing this thing breaks multiple laws of physics that I know of. Like, this thing is able to draw on biomass that it consumes, and rather than pass it like a normal animal would, she can store it for weaponization later. Apparently, she's grown to a point in her, according to this, and Quinn said it goes. This was like 2 years ago. They were looking for help, maybe. No, a year ago. I don't. Yeah, it was a year ago. And she goes,
All right, I'm with Nora. We have to save this beautiful woman.
What?
She goes, there's not much else. It just talks about like being able to, like I said, glide. It's been viewed when it was smaller, being able to create a membrane similar to a gliding squirrel or the dragon lizards, the ones that can spread out their ribs, those things.
Yeah.
We should let Nora date this beautiful woman.
But yeah.
Well, what do you think, Tommy?
I'm wondering.
Bobby.
Yo. Yes, God voice.
It is like Carlos, you kind of look back at Tommy, and he's just kind of standing there in a daze as Tommy. You suddenly remember Carnagor.
No.
Fuckity fuck. Shit balls poop.
There we go.
There we go.
We've learned the secret. It demands more swearing.
It literally is like an invocation.
God, okay, Jesus. Oh my God. Tommy, you remember Carnagor from your time. You suddenly remember being in this cell, and the door, or it's not really the door, the slot that sometimes food would slide through when they would remember to feed you. It opens up and very small, almost small compared to what it is now. You remember seeing this. You thought it was an iguana at first as it crawled in, and you hear that voice of, you remember Dr. Nevin telling you, Thomas, please meet your sister, Carnagor.
Oh.
And this little lizard crawled up and very cutely looks up and he goes, Tommy?
Oh.
You can't keep doing this, Sarah.
Yes, I can. I will.
He literally
It's
can.
his job.
So you're kind of in that daze, but you try to think, and there are flashes of memories, not coherent, because still trying to remember that time is difficult. You get these flashes of seeing this creature rapidly grow and grow with you and do these cruel experiments. They subjected this thing to them just as you were, just to see how both of you would react and how your gifts would manifest and react to these. And you're kind of standing there shooken as you kind of blink back into there, and you see Carlos and Gail looking at you, in concern.
And Carlos has got like a hand on your shoulder. It's like, you okay, bud?
So apparently that thing, she is my sister, according to Dr. Nevin. but he's probably joking about that.
Gail's just sitting there, like, blinking like she just got sideswiped. Like, I'm sorry, what? Do you
Yeah.
know Dr. Nevin? Simulacra Boogeyman? And she's saying that
Apparently.
you see from the other side of the room, who, because he's just been sitting at his own computer working, you see Darius, the trio of their other team, kind of leans over, like, what did you just say? Kind of expression on his face, but he's not saying anything yet.
Okay. That's good information. I'm going to take the notes here, and we're going to go back and form a plan, okay, bud?
Okay.
If you need to go get some air to clear your head, that's right outside. I'll be out in a minute.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. And Tommy
Tommy.
just walks outside and just sort of stands by the car.
yeah, and you see the Estella. She's there, and she's like inspecting the hood. She did pop it without your permission, Carlos, but she.
That's fine. If she finds the mutant car baby, she finds the mutant car baby.
Oh, Creech?
Oh God!
The thing that
Creech!
fuels your car?
The monster truck monster? The truck monster from Monster Trucks? Creech is canon?
I don't know yet.
No, the thing we gotta watch out for is Muncher.
Fuck Muncher, we're talking about a cool monster. Woman unfortunately does not have a plush toy because the world is cruel and wrong.
You could like commission someone to make a Creech.
They should have had a toy where it's like a toy truck that's like the actual plastic and stuff, but then you could pull the plush Creech out of it.
Yeah.
There should have been a 6 foot long Creech plush that it could flop over me and hug me with its beautiful long arms, but there isn't. Because no one saw monster trucks. Fuck everyone. Fuck this world. I need a minute.
Jesus.
Fucking Christ.
No.
Is that all of it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I respect TT's commitment to the bit. Like me.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel that
underneath a
personally
bed
about
for 3
Creech.
hours.
Okay,
So-
so as soon as Tommy closes the door, Carlos whips around and he goes, "Look, Tommy's got a bunch of memory loss, and we've encountered a creature not too dissimilar to this. I don't have any answers for you what he meant by he knew Dr. Devon. This is the first I'm hearing of it, and it may be the first he's hearing of it."
He's kind of got that look of the soap opera actress with who's like always the meme with the calculations flying by her face.
He may
Wait.
have just had a
thing-
flashback.
Oh, shit! Wait, does that mean those recent killings, the maulings? Oh, she looks back to the computer screen. Oh, covers like puts her hands over her mouth like oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the information you have on physical paper about this, please.
Yeah, I'll,
And
I'll
then we are going
fill it out.
to we're gonna put a small kibosh before we start pushing into things we don't need to be pushing into.
So one thing I did notice, it did say it had a severe allergy to silver. That was getting lessened as it grew older, but was still present. If you're looking to take this thing down, and she's like, starts like going to the computer and starts like the dot matrix printer cranks into life and just printing it out.
Okay, so it had an allergy to silver, but has lost that potentially. Okay.
Not weakened. It seemed like
It
the file
makes
said
sense
something
that
about-
as she's gotten bigger, it's harder to poison something that's bigger.
Yeah. Okay. So silver. Cool. So after your friend's taking the pictures, I'm gonna ask her to come in, and then I'll talk to her about the Road King, and then we're gonna go.
Okay.
Because I don't want you guys getting hurt for poking into things you shouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but seriously, if he ever wants to, and he doesn't mind us picking his brain, she kind of glances over at the split open neurosynth computer. She goes, "Bad phrasing." She wants us. If he ever wants us to, talk, I'd be very
May
excited. I'll just say it, excited to hear what he has to say about Simulacra, because whoa, you guys are like bringing revelations that I was hoping for years to find. Or like,
if
you're bringing revelations I thought would take me years to
my
find.
my only concern at this point in time is that he called that sister,
Yeah.
which means that Tommy might be an experiment that escaped, and that's why he doesn't quite have all of his memories due to traumatic, suppression. So we're gonna ease into that rather than,
Yeah,
go barreling forward.
Good point.
So I'll keep you in the loop when I have more information, is what I'm pretty much saying. All right, let's go talk.
Yeah, if anything else pops up, I'll.
Yep. Feel free to
she
continue to
tears
go
off
through
the sheet from the dot matrix printer and hands it to you.
Yep. This is honestly really good timing. Feel free to continue to go on the computer, but just I do prefer the in-person meetings than over the phone stuff. I'll try to use public phones rather than private lines.
Yes, that's good. So, okay, and you'll turn back to that and continue trying to decrypt through the blocks.
Okay.
So, I forgot. Do we normally end around this time, or do we have another hour? I can't remember.
We typically go on for
We
like
have
another
another
hour.
hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's after daylight savings. This would be when we would normally end on a Sunday. Okay, so Estella, Tommy, when you walked out there, you saw her taking the pictures from both the outside and inside of the puncture hole. She goes, she didn't really look up when you walked out. She goes, "Oh, whatever did this definitely was pissed off. That took a lot of force to make that." And she looks up to see it, goes, "Oh, sees that you might need some space and closes the trunk, and be about the time that Carlos walks out.
Okay, I got what we needed. We're gonna head out. Road King.
Yes.
I didn't notice him at first. Popped up in a dust cloud, rode our ass, tried to ditch him, stabbed our car.
That'll run you off the road.
Kind of ran me off the road, but I kind of hit the turn, and he just kept on going.
Okay, you got lucky. Yeah. Don't know what his deal is, but sounds like a fairly typical encounter.
Pain in the ass
with
is
these
what
weird
it is.
punctures. You see them show up on some of the wrecks.
Yep. Well, I'm avoiding the old highway on the way back, so I'm gonna get him home. He is having a time.
Okay. She kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder. Goes, "All right, you guys stay safe. Watch out for ghost cars.
You too.
Go back inside and leave you to it." Yeah. Thankfully for your car, it didn't hit any of the mechanisms, so it was just literally like right through the sheet metal of the hood, and so you're just like, "Oh, that's going to be a pain to either weld shut or put a patch on."
It'll be a weld patch, probably.
Although you do know now a scrapyard artist who has vehicles in her scrapyard that are probably about as old as your car.
Nice.
So, you guys can continue. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. We're just gonna drive back to the nature preserve, not taking
Yeah.
the old highway.
Okay.
Probably just the kind of like if you want to talk, bud, we can talk before we go see the others.
I need to fucking sort through all these memories.
No, that's absolutely fair. I'm just gonna let him know that it's confirmation that it is a made creature and that it has a weakness to silver, as we thought. I'm gonna leave it to you to tell him it's your sister.
Yeah, I'd prefer if we could not, if we could somehow try to keep her alive.
I mean, that's fair. The fact that you remember her now in some degree may offer us more discussion because she thought you remembered her earlier when we tore off her tail. Oh, she's just not going to be happy with us, is she?
No,
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Yeah. Dealing with
Family reunions usually are.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with dealing with that huckle fuck of a doctor.
That's fair.
Taking the side roads, or the more main roads closer to town, it's more circuitous route, but after tonight, you'd probably say safer. And eventually, you get back to the preserve. By this point, it's probably closer to midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Oh, I was going to come up with a story for why we hopped in the car, but I'm pretty sure Winifred probably already knows we just took the fuck off immediately.
Yeah.
The fact that we don't have a gigantic vampire immediately behind us as we're getting out of the car is probably a sign of, it's fine.
Yeah, it's nothing really too serious. We can probably just explain it and they'll be okay with it.
Yeah. Assuming any of them are still awake. I know, like, several of them like to sleep.
I wouldn't be shocked if any of them were.
When you pull into the parking lot and get out, Tommy, maybe it's because the moon is full and you've been kind of suppressing your instinct to go rush out into the wilderness and just have a good hunt. Maybe it's just you feel that menace just pressed down on you as you feel the hairs of your back of your neck stand on end. You turn around and you see kind of looming over the plants that press against one of its wall, over the fence. You see.
No.
Swear, Sarah. Swear for your life.
I swear for your life.
Come on. Really?
There
Come
you
on.
go.
No.
I guess cum counts.
Yeah.
No.
Swear.
Oh, no. Tommy,
Yo.
you see the mouse staring at you. You know, you don't have to go nearby it to get inside, but it knows you're there.
So I know it nearly killed you and everything, but does it freak you out like it kind of freaks me out?
In what way?
Well, partially because it's a bird taller than I am, and that's just not a fun time. But also the fact that we've broken one of the fundamental rules of life and death, and it sits there challenging us menacingly.
I think I've come to grips with the whole life and death thing when I got the grenade. Life's fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So it gives me the wrong kind of mojo, you know? But it's not like I can go like and tell Olivia, "Oh, hey, I think you're doing like incredibly cursed stuff because you're bringing back things that are all extinct." And as somebody who deals with the laws of nature, that can't be good. Then I'm a crackpot and a madman.
Carlos, you hear a parakeet chirp as you're walking through the halls, and just kind of perched up on one of the light fixtures, you see the Carolina parakeet Eli just kind of staring at you guys as you walk past. Seems he got out of the office.
Do you see what I mean, Tommy? Do you see what I mean?
I mean, not like they had a sort of, how can I put this, natural death in the grand scheme of things.
It's not about how they died. It's the fact that you're defying a totality that happens to every living thing by it existing. I don't know. It's just, God, it's giving me a bad mojo.
I get it. I disagree, though, if only because humans just have a knack for that.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I want you guys to realize that you walked in right under Winifred sitting on top of the entrance door. Like a fucking gargoyle.
I was wondering if she...
We're literally kind of standing in the lobby. We're just standing in the lobby staring at the Carolina parakeet completely unaware.
Ponder the parakeet.
It's looking at you and wondering if you have crackers.
She's gonna.
We do not have crackers.
Down from.
I'm gonna keep insisting my existence.
And stare in the door at them, from upside down, like she's perched like a bat.
Like a background thing happening.
Yeah.
She's just gonna sit there and see if they notice her.
Because you're behind them, right?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll a? Do I have to roll a sharp to see?
No, it's just whoever notices it would be funniest.
I think the parakeet notices.
I kind of like the parakeet noticing her and flying over her.
Oh my god.
You're back.
Did it work?
It came back at the oh my god part.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you heard me yell.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the parakeet noticing her and then flying over.
I was actually trying to say it shuffles a bit and it alarm. It seems to be looking past you now. And then it flutters down and flies and swoops it back into the the open hallway. It seemed to react.
Mm-hmm.
Winifred, why are you hanging upside down like a bat?
All you see is the eye shine from a horrible person.
You don't know it's Winifred.
Hanging in
But who else would it be, though?
Winifred, why are you hiding in the dark?
The monster that's hunting you.
It doesn't hang from the ceiling like a bat.
Yeah. Winifred shape.
They're just a human shape outlined by the lights outside and with eye shine looking at you.
Hi, Winifred. Hey, we have some updates and also fucking Road King. Fucking Road King. I hate that son of a bitch. I'm going to make his tires explode.
I think, and he might have impregnated the jalopy.
He did not impregnate the jalopy.
We don't know how he works, okay?
The Road King is actually a parasitic wasp.
Oh no.
Yeah, running people off the road is incidental. It's just trying to reproduce.
2 trucks having sex. 2 trucks having sex.
My muscles involuntarily flex to pick up trucks, making love.
I bet that
Oh
song. is
my
a big
God,
hit.
so beautiful.
Sorry.
That song must be a big hit on Cybertron.
No.
Imported alien culture.
It's like K-pop, but for Transformers.
God.
The
So,
Winifred just kind of takes in all of that, and she goes, "All right, where did you go? I didn't tell anybody that you left, but where did you go?"
Oh, I got paged.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you would have
by
heard
the hackers.
The pager buzz. So
I got paged by the hackers, so I went and took a walk down earlier to the payphone and used the public line. And then found out they needed me to come over, so I took Tommy to go over because he was looking kind of green around all the silver.
Yeah.
And ironically, he says, holding up the paper, guess who we have information on?
Good.
Silver will work on it, but the allergy was worse early on in its life.
Well, I didn't exactly think it had a happy life.
Nope. It's a Dr. Nevin project.
Of course it's Dr. Nevin project. Alright. The others are sleeping. Don't know if you want to wake them up for this or not.
I can wait till the morning.
Yeah. Heavens no, Fred at the very least needs it.
Yeah, no shit.
He had a day off, though.
Here's the thing, though. Fred's a night shift guard, so he's probably up.
yeah, that's true.
Oh no.
So actually, yeah, Fred, if you want to amble on and if you've been bored wandering the halls, because at night your thing would be wandering the halls.
All right, I come in and I've got a checker set in my hands. Oh, Hey guys, you guys know what? There's a kids' playroom here.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they have a daycare.
Is that where you got
playing
the checker
checkers
set?
against myself?
Are you winning?
How's that going?
Well, it's kind of 50-50 actually.
No, somehow they're both losing.
Well, I'm guarding the door, but I'm sure these two would like to play checkers.
Yeah, I could play some checkers.
Sure, you guys don't need sleep?
It's fine.
I'll probably curl up somewhere. And using his hobo stealth, Tommy slips away.
There he goes.
Hobo stuff.
Stealthily, like a hobo.
He's having a night. We met the Road King today.
Oh. I'm pretty sure he's trying to kill me.
I think he just hates everybody. I tried to
Oh,
blow up
that's
his
good.
tires. I don't think it worked. Didn't like what I had, though. Backed off after I, threw something.
Maybe he'll redirect his anger on you then.
Well, this is the second time that Tommy's seen him. Probably pissed about that.
Maybe it's Tommy.
Oh, do you think he's racist against werewolves?
Or Australians.
Hobos. Probably.
Oh, he's Republican.
Yeah.
I would say vagabonds are another primary food sort item of the Road King's diet.
Oh no.
They are easy to catch.
Yeah. And they're everywhere.
That was a fucked up thing I just said.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it
Just a
until
minute.
it came out of my mouth, and then I'm like, hold on a second.
You had a TT moment.
Gotta
You're fine.
reprocess that.
Everyone deserves one.
Thanks,
I mean-
Spider-Man.
No
I
one ever
mean-
does.
Carlos isn't gonna judge you if you ate a hobo back in the day. Not his place to judge that
I
kind
ate
of
a
stuff.
lot of people. There wasn't any alternative.
You eat what you know. You smoke them if you got them.
You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. That's what I
did
always
not
say.
smoke the hobos before I ate them.
Chomp them if you got them.
I was saying smoke as in, kill them.
Probably got a lot of cocaine.
But Tommy
time.
is small enough. You probably could roll him up into a blunt.
Short
So-
Kings, be careful.
In the
I saw
process,
a
discover a
hawk outside.
completely new drug.
It's ranch flavored.
No.
Oh,
No.
And you get
Nora, why? Why?
The drug. The drug is called sun-dried ranch.
Just like the
Evolve.
Doritos.
One of you was gonna say it.
Oh.
It's
No!
true, and you beat us to it, so now it's your sin.
That sounded sour.
That's weighing on your soul now.
I used power word pain.
Oh, God.
and it's ranch.
Power word ranch.
Maybe with sufficient amounts of ranch, you could gum up the inner workings of the Road King and kill it.
That's the horrifying screech, gurgle, as it sinks into the desert like Jack Horner into the star.
That's fucking...
What did I do to deserve this? I mean, what specifically?
Alright. Winifred's gonna go back to being a gargoyle.
Okay.
Carlos and...
Tommy, Carlos, and Fred, you can play some three-way checkers.
I think Tommy's gonna go take a nap.
Yeah,
Oh
Tommy's
yeah, Tommy
tired.
left. Tommy left.
Yeah, so it's just Carlos and Fred.
Hobo stuff.
Well,
Scrambled into the air vents. You're never gonna get them out now.
so Carlos and Fred, you can play checkers.
He's in the walls.
Question for
hmm.
Fred.
Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
17. I don't know.
It's been a long time since anyone thought I'm 17, but I'm flattered. Thank you.
No, obviously you're older than that. You're like a business owner.
Yeah.
I feel like Fred would probably have a pretty good guess. I, however, am completely in the dark how old you are. Or how old you appear.
I believe it's in the art posting room somewhere.
I assume that you and
Mid-20s.
Fred are... Wow, you're significantly younger than Fred.
Here, the name isn't the same anymore because I had to fix that. But the art is more or less still the same. Bada bing, bada boom. Here's the Hero Forge. He looks like he's late 20s, maybe early 30s.
Oh. 27. That's my guess.
That's a good guess.
I forgot
I
how
thought so.
painful his outfit is.
It's not right, but it's a good guess.
Yeah. How old do you think I am?
43.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh,
You got someone with a good, long life still ahead of you, bud.
Oh no.
Oh, you're telling me there's going to be more of this?
It's gonna be better.
It's like telling a depressed teenager, hey, the best years of your life are going to be high school. No, don't.
You got plenty to look forward to, Fred. It's just a dark patch.
I think it's a dark patch. I think it's been survivable.
Yeah. I think you'll come out of it fine. No worries, bud. Also, how are you beating me at checkers?
Well, first of all, you're forgetting that when you've got this on the one to the middle of the board, it gets to move in an L shape.
Okay. I've never heard that in my life, but all right.
Yeah, see, you're not knowing all the rules of checkers.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Once you've got 2 of them queened, you can start getting bishops.
We're gonna play Calvin Ball with checkers.
Just acting again. Like, what the fuck, Fred?
You know, I've never played this complicated of checkers before. This is kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a very important to know all the rules of advanced checkers. I mean, most people just do the normal jumping kind. But if you do advanced checkers, it's a lot more strategy involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just a version of checkers that turns into chess.
The further along it gets.
It feels like this
God.
is something that he made with his kids.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And that's just how it goes on for the night. And at some point, Carlos leans back in the chair and falls asleep.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Unless you had something to say, friend.
No, that's good.
Okay.
I feel that was a good place to end that scene.
Yeah, that was funny. That's sweet. So Tommy,
Yes.
you left where? Out to the desert, or? Because I will just say, not to take away character control, but I will say you are a day away from the full moon. You
Mhm.
are basically at that stage of, I feel like I have to rip off my skin and go run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then he's gone outside.
Especially with this new anxiety of what you just learned.
Mm-hmm. I want to break free.
I want
So
to
you're
break free.
gonna beast out and go run in the desert, because the preserve is right at the edge of the desert, so it'd be,
And
Yeah.
play advanced checkers with Fred.
it's a losing game. You can't beat Fred at it.
Mm-hmm. More
Um,
rules just
yeah,
keep
only-
coming out of nowhere.
Only Fred's
Calvin
children
Ball.
remember all the ways that you turn checkers into chess pieces.
so, Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want to do while you're running out and about? Just like every time there's a full moon, it feels like everything, even comparison of like embracing your monstrous side and turning into your hybrid form, and the comparison between that and your normal human self, it's always even more enhanced when it's the full moon.
Yeah. By the way, did we
Like,
ever
also
tell
this-
these guys how tall Werewolf Tommy is?
I distinctly remember that the reason why Tommy is so dense is because, like, all that muscle mass is packed down. He's pretty big as a monster.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to point
Go ahead.
point things out. I don't want to point things out too blatantly, but remember what Gail just said about the thing of being able to condense biomass?
Hmm. Yeah, no wonder you two are in the same project then.
So, but anyways, Tommy, what you gonna do while you're
When
out
they
there?
come for you.
I
Yeah,
guess
it would
try
be the
to.
Terra.
Yeah. I guess try to hunt something.
Okay. So, I'll say, I don't know if that's an act under pressure or, just do a kick some ass. A plus tough.
Okay.
And you would have, let's say, advantage with this, so you would do a 3d6 and take the higher of the 2 rolls.
All right. Rolling.
Tommy's big.
Yeah. That is a 13.
Ooh, all right. So you go racing off, and the night air is just rich. The moon is bright. It's almost you can see almost perfectly out here, and the stars are out. There's barely any clouds. It's like a perfect night to hunt as you run out into the wilderness, and you can smell the tracks of passing animals, but you find it's not hard to find like smaller animals nearby, but they wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
And sure enough, you go racing out a bit further, and you catch the smell of fairly recently passed what smells like might have been like one of the bighorn sheep.
Mm-hmm.
So you go racing after that, and it's in the rockier areas, and sure enough, you see one just kind of uh, getting ready to hunker down for the night, it looks like, and it is no match for you as you just descend on it, and you're able to indulge.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
And Tommy, it's as you pounce on this creature and tear into it, you have another memory. Again,
Flashback.
you are in your beast form. This hybrid monster, this hybrid form, and you taste blood in your mouth, but it is not like the animal that you've been eating and the others you've been feasting on. The past weeks you've come to this new place. As you pull back and look, the form of a human, person, this man in your hands, as you pull back, their throat gushing blood, as
Mm-hmm.
they look up at you in shock, but then the shock twists into just contempt as they put a single hand on your chest and shove you back. This 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 man he's like almost not as old as Fred, but middle aged by the looks of it, portly, kind of balding, just throws your large form away from him and clutches a hand to his throat, and you just see the blood stop flowing as he pulls his hand back, and you see the tissue stitching back. And finally, when enough vocal cord has grown back, they cough and go, "Good, Thomas. Go straight for the jugular now." And you see the body shift as the face shifts another another person's, another man's, and the body becomes bigger, a bit more muscular, more weight. And they go, "Again." And you wake up.
I'm just imagining like the taste of goat is probably like what?
Oh, sorry, I roboted for a second there, but continue. Oh, continue.
Yeah, I'm just imagining like the taste of goat has become sour, and it's just like, and he just has to get away from the goat now because his appetite gone after that.
Understandable. So, as you turn away, I need you to read a bad situation.
I want to read a bad situation. Okay. Cool. 1 second. I got a 3.
Okay. So you don't notice this until you hear behind you as you like started to move away from this bighorn sheep carcass, and your back is towards it, and you go like sliding back down the hill, and you just hear all of a sudden like an impact of something landing and like the rocks scraping. As you turn back, you hear what sounds like a whoosh of displaced air, but you're just not quick enough to turn back, and you hear something fly over you very quickly. And when you look back, the sheep is gone, and you feel some blood splatter on you. But as you look up, now too far away to leap out and reach, you see this figure disappearing into the darkness of the night sky. Two massive leathery wings, and for a moment you wonder if a chupacabra has broken free again. But you never saw them fly like this, and it is not flying like you've seen them, and it is completely silent once it leaves.
I can't tell if that's the Krakagor or something else.
You didn't see scales, you saw fur. And if you had to guess, it looked like a massive bat, but not quite.
The flyer amongst the werewolf group was a bird, right?
Yeah, both of them were birds, a were-raven and a were-condor.
The real question is, could there ever be a were-chupacabra?
Mm-hmm.
That's a question. That's a question.
No. Tommy, it seems that your hunt won't go to waste as something has poached it.
And now there's a third party in here. Great. Just keep it.
Just imagining this were scene in the middle of the desert, and I just throwing up its hands going, well, great.
And Tommy's just going to head back to the preserve.
If you are more inclined to hunt, there are smaller things like some jackrabbits that wouldn't be difficult to munch on.
Yeah, but after the memory, he's probably just like, he's lost his appetite.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, you return, you clean off the blood, and as you shrink back down. But, yeah, you can return. Winifred, you'd see Tommy return from the desert. Not as,
What was that?
Hello?
You would see oh no, come on. Poop.
It wasn't cutting, it wasn't roboting you
Okay,
cut out there.
Okay, I was just saying you see Tommy returning from the desert looking less enthused than when he left. And by this point, it's pretty late. The parking lot's empty except for whoever's working night shifts, which would be a couple of vampires and some other people. Not many people, though.
Yeah. I'll continue watching until, the sun starts creeping up over the horizon. I can see it getting brighter, and then I will go to sleep. And she's gonna acknowledge Tommy with a nod, but she's not gonna say anything.
Yeah, and Tommy will nod back.
She can recognize when somebody's had a rough night and doesn't really want to talk about it. Unless you want to talk about it, Tommy.
Honestly, at this point, he's such a bundle of nerves that he isn't sure what he would be able to say, Because how do you break the news that this fucking mad scientist has become able to transform into who knows what?
An immortal shapeshifter.
Oh, Tommy, I will clarify. and you knew this from your investigations before coming to Redemption. The doppelganger and Dr. Nevin are two separate entities. The doppelganger is basically the hand of Dr. Nevin, from what you've investigated and uncovered, and from what you do remember.
Okay.
Dr. Nevin, you don't ever recall meeting face to face.
So that was over a PA system.
Yeah, it was always over like an intercom that you can remember, like a PA system, that kind of thing.
He's
Okay.
a brain in a jar. Surprise.
Winifred will make eye contact with Tommy, and when she acknowledges that he's there, and like shift over on her perch, like in offering that you could come up here and just sit and be quiet with me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You could take
He'd accept the offer, but he'd stay on the floor simply because he might have hobo stealth, but he does not have hobo climbing.
Mm-hmm.
We're just hanging out in our own antisocial weirdo way.
Mm-hmm. Just quietly enjoying the moment.
Okay, so you two have a quiet but sincere moment, just time keeping watch. Yeah, Winifred, you'd be able to smell the fresh blood even though he cleaned it off him. Just vampire senses. But knowing what you know now about him, it's not really surprising considering, nearly full moon time. But
That's just normal shit.
Mm-hmm. So nothing really happens as you keep watch. Tommy, you might be keeping an eye out on the sky, but you don't see anything flying beyond, occasional night bird and, actual normal sized bats going after the bugs. But,
actually,
other than that,
he will. You mentioning the bats makes him think.
you see them like swooping down and going after the moths that are flying around the parking lot lights.
Poor Nora.
Or night insects.
Yeah, avenge me! But Winifred.
Yeah?
Do vampires normally transform like you do?
No, I don't. I don't know I could do that. I don't think you can do that until you get really old.
You've been in this area a while, right?
A while is a good word for it, yeah.
Have you ever experienced giant bats, like not chupacabras, but like bats? Or something akin to them.
Would I have?
Personally, you've never encountered them, but you have heard stories of, there have been people like, oh yeah, I saw a giant bat. More than, it's been more than just like one crazy person saying it. So like there have been mentions of, a giant bat occasionally over the years, but nothing really concrete.
Nothing concrete or provable, but
a lot of the times it ended up being a chupacabra that got to the surface somehow.
Okay.
I imagine chupacabras can't even like properly fly; they glide.
Yeah, if you guys encounter them, they mostly use it to give themselves a boost to jump up and glide short distances or to pounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so nothing concrete, provable. But a couple days ago, I would have said the same thing about werewolves.
Yeah. I think I just saw one out there.
Oh,
Possibly,
fantastic.
anyway. Yeah. They're carnivorous, by the way.
Nice. Guess we'll have to keep looking up.
Mm-hmm.
That's something good to know.
I'm just hoping it's not another shapeshifter.
The way things are going
God,
lately,
imagine.
it's
hmm
probably is, but I'm also not going to say that it is for certain either.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we need another shapeshifter.
Happened quite a few this arc. It's like it's a theme.
I mean, it's kind of like it's
yeah, if the
continued.
full moon is out, naturally they would want to come out and about and, live freely.
All I can hope for is maybe they're just, having a lark because it's gonna be the full moon tomorrow.
hmm
Do you think the
Yeah.
full moon for werewolves is sort of like Wizard of Oz's shooting was for little people?
Christ.
She just
I
sits there on
mean-
top of the roof going, Fred, what?
Yeah, Tommy's just going to look at you just so confused by that.
Did Fred just wander out and say that?
Yes.
Still
Yes.
in his like night guards.
Oh, God.
Sorry, when it gets this late, my mind just kind of goes to places.
I mean, that's fair, but what?
Normally, there's not people out loud for me to vocalize these thoughts to. I thought it might be an interesting experiment. I realize now it probably wasn't a smart idea.
No, it's fine. I
Inner-
just
inner
didn't follow
monologue
your train
becomes
of
outer
thought.
monologue.
I'm not following that train of thought there, Fred. You're gonna have to
Well,
explain that.
like on the Wizard of Oz, everyone says that because there were so many little people for that movie, they were like, "Oh shit, this is like the time for us to have like a mixer." And so it was like the full moon, like when where people get like, "Oh, hey, we're all out at the same time.
Time to have a mixer.
Time to have a mixer."
I mean,
Mixer
the
is his
logic
way of censoring
follows.
himself.
It would depend on where they are.
Maybe it's a really intimate time, and that's why it's dangerous for non-wear people. Because like, I'd be really pissed if I was at a mixer and then like some person just came in and was like, "What the fuck?"
And they'd probably have to tear off their face, and it's a whole
Yeah.
thing. So
I feel like
messy.
that's what would happen at an orgy if someone burst in uninvited, and I feel like they'd be within their rights. Never been to an
Apparently.
orgy, so I can't say for sure.
I hate that you have a point, Fred.
I just imagine what if Fred's saying that with her face in her hands.
Well, I said
That
it
is
with
a
my face in
recurring
my
pro-
hand, so yes, she did.
Uh-huh.
It's a recurring problem with Fred. We got to do something about it.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, they won't admit it to you, really, but I will say, Phil and Diane, that's how they met, running around during the full moon.
God damn it.
So there's precedent for it. That's great.
Oh
And
no!
they
look,
won't-
it's
They
when the
won't
full
admit
moon
it,
is
but
out, the entirety of the outdoors becomes a gay bar.
it's just a cruising spot. Our whole world is a cruising spot. Anyways, wow.
Just the wilderness.
Yep, robot. Oh, the robot.
There.
Clear.
Uh-huh. Okay,
You've
yeah, I saw
broken
it
free.
dip down to red. So, the three of you having an interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could say that.
So, we're getting close to the end. So, anything else the three of you want to talk about before we might do a stinger? Since this feels like a good place.
I think this train of like conversation is gonna go for a while because
Yeah. And honestly, it's funnier to end off on a werewolf orgy.
Yeah.
What is it
Yeah,
with
that's
the?
fair.
Oh my god! I just realized another trio where horrible things happen is this.
it is. It's been proven. It was us the first time that we got chased by the fucking Road King.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the ranch incident.
Yep.
So, is there anything else anyone wanted to do before sign us off? I know most of you are all asleep. Not like
I just think at some point during the night, Olivia does wake up to check on. Oh God,
Stacy.
Stacy, good lord, just
You peek into the thing. She is asleep on the couch with the blanket and the pillow that was given to her.
Oh damn! I thought she was gonna use my jacket.
Oh right, I'll say I forgot about that. She isn't
Okay.
using it, but it is on like the couch nearby,
That's fair.
like put over the back. But
Okay.
oh god, that would be that'd be the weirdest Three's Company. Tommy, Fred, and Fred.
Tommy and the Freds.
The vampire, the werewolf, and the divorcee.
the three universal monsters:
Oh my god.
vampire, werewolf,
Wait,
and a divorced dad.
Is that what Frankenstein's monster is?
Yep, the world's most divorced man.
Oh my god. So, Carlos, you're asleep on the in the kind of like the. It's like a break room. It's like a waiting room kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just passed out in a chair.
Okay.
Uncomfortably so.
Yeah. So the trio of them are just chatting away. Hanzo, you're in one of the cots, sleeping away soundly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll say we'll just good spot to end. As Carlos, you're deep in sleep, so you don't really notice this yet. As you had the quill in your like jacket pocket, and as you're sleeping, you don't notice as it twitches and kind of as it's been twitching and moving, it kind of slips out of your pocket, and then just kind of almost like a magnet being drawn, it floats over to like be near your hand, like just from the way the spell works, and then it reorients itself and pointing, holding on the position, and you sleep like that for a while, and then eventually, as the night started to end, you're too deep to sleep, and no one else notices as the quill begins to move and point up towards the surface. And that's where we'll leave off.
Okay.